Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Brighter Shores live stream, day 78. So today, we have two things we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a little bit of merchant, not sure if we're going to go all the way, as we are starting a little bit later today. However, we might go for 227, as that allows us to do our next AFK activity, technically slightly more because we'll also need to get the knowledge for it. But beyond that, we had an update today. Actually, I might as well go show it through the other thing. If we go over to news, actually, I was actually up for when this happened. I actually did a double update today. Not sure what I didn't need the second one for, but we actually got a double update. So what basically happened was, I crashed last night, woke up at like 4 or 5 a.m., and then I figured, oh, I'll just stay up. I'll be awake enough. And then by like 10 a.m., I was like, oh gosh, I'm about to like crash. So I went to lay down for a bit, and here we are now. But yeah, the winter storm was crazy last night. I know a lot of you have probably already been getting snow, but my area finally got snow for the first time in like a decade. So I've just been staying warm under the covers, and honestly, I kind of want to go back there. Because while my house does have heating, it doesn't have the best of heating. And gosh, it is so cold right here. I almost need like a winter coat just to sit in this chair compared to under the covers. But yeah, it is cold compared to normal. But anyways, as far as the update today, we are going to be messing with this probably immediately, just to kind of test it. We'll also be able to use Fear Potion for the first time, now that we finally have 9-minute Fear Potions and can actually, like, viably use them. But anyways, the biggest thing that happened today is this first one right here. NPCs will no longer stand on top of Forager or gathering spots. This applies to quite a few things. The example that they give are the femur shards for the wolves. However, this also applies to the goat horn for the bears, as well as, pretty noteworthy, monument pieces. One thing that's always been really annoying is if you ever do the monument piece grind, you have to deal with those giant ants that like to walk on top of your monument pieces. But that is no longer a thing anymore. They can no longer path onto a gatherer, forager, and assumably delver. Obviously, delver's not out yet, but this would also apply to delver when it comes out in chapter 5. So this is a huge buff to all three of those skills, as this actually affects 2 out of 4 of the bone rooms for gatherer, as well as a handful of things for Forager, but most notably, of course, for Forager being the monument piece with the giant spider. I mean, not giant spider, giant ant. But, yeah, huge buff. With that being said, I think that might actually be the first thing we do, is go finish out our monument pieces. We only have to do it for like 20 minutes, so might as well start with it, since it's the update for today. However, after that, we're probably going to our main real grind, which is good old merchant. Actually, I don't have a single bounty. I cleared out all my cooking bounties earlier so that we can actually do these. But yeah, I guess the main goal today is finish our current tier of monument pieces, as well as, is that about everything we need? That should be about right. Okay, anyways. But yeah, finish our current tier of monument pieces, as well as try to get 5 merchant levels. I think those are our 2 biggest goals. As you can see, off stream and continuing into tomorrow, we will be going and getting up our detective level. We are trying to reach level 267, and we are getting decently close. I might even put some of the knowledge that we get today onto detective, just so that we can go and speed it along a little bit, as this is in a bit of a dead area. I think we're at like 33% penalty right now, so any little extra bit that we can get towards that would definitely be decently helpful to try to get it up. Actually, while I'm here, let me go get my cooking bounty real quick. As I believe there... Oh, no, I can't. I forgot. We're doing... actually, yeah, we still could. We just have to do them all before we go to merchant. Because I was gonna say, oh no, I can't. Because I could have sworn there was a decent one here earlier when I was clearing them. Yeah, this one and this one. Oh, we actually got a double. Ooh, okay. Yeah, we might be able to scrap together a actual cooking run. But we'll do that after we go do our foraging. So I guess we're starting off the stream a little bit in Hopeport for like the first half an hour or so. And then the rest of the stream is just going to be trying to get probably 5 merchant levels. I'm not sure if I'm going to go all for the 5. I just want to do some amount of it. The main reason being is I need some amount of cash to buy an upgraded magnifying glass. I'm currently at a level 0 magnifying glass, and the activity we have to do at 267 ideally requires a level 25 magnifying glass. It doesn't require it because the activity itself makes you money, so I can simply use the money as we're doing the activity to feed back into itself. But I do want to get at least to like level 10, level 15, you know, something around there. Even if you can't do it the whole 25. Hey, Mad Hatter's here back on the 200 alchemy grind. He was talking about that the other day as well. Hopefully he's doing good on that. Of course, that was our most recent 200 that we just completed. But yeah, we finally get to use Fear Potions for the first time. This is actually a potion I have never used before. The only problem is I believe you still have to drop it since they're not wieldable. As even though we do have access to Fear Potions now, we do not have access to equipable Fear Potions. So, yeah, we still got to keep doing weird things with them. But I think I already need like 50, 100 monument pieces, so I might as well try out this new update. Obviously, it doesn't affect too much within the game, but it should make foraging and gather and eventually delver next chapter quite a bit better. as you never need to worry about like the NPC going over your resource, which requires like the weird double click that's currently in the game. So it just makes it a lot easier to go do. And as far as Forager is concerned, monument pieces are definitely the biggest improvement. And that's exactly what we're going to go do. And also try out these fair pots, since this is something we got from the 200 alchemy grind. And I haven't had the chance to utilize them yet. Let's see. Alright, let's go in the Forager grind. Anyways, hello everyone! Hello Mark! Hello Sean! Hello Yusef! Hello, I'm a bud. Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hope all you guys have been having a wonderful week. Also, keep in mind, tomorrow's stream's probably going to be starting around the same time as today. So whatever time it is for you right now, this is probably the same time that we'll be starting tomorrow. Because I have a dentist appointment around like 1 something? I forget the exact time. I need to double check. Probably should know because it's happening tomorrow. But yeah, like 1 something I have a dentist appointment and probably running a few errands afterwards. So we will be a little bit later as well tomorrow. Probably around the same time that it is right now. How many pieces are over here? Let's go grab these. So basically the update today is that these ants, as well as anything in any of these foraging rooms, will no longer walk directly on the node. So you will always have a clean click to be able to click directly on them. So overall, not too bad. Definitely a nice improvement to them. Definitely won't be utilizing it too much because we already finished the gather grind. But if nothing else, hey, we haven't done the 200 forager grind yet. We do currently have a poll going, by the way, right now. The poll is currently on what we should focus on after we finish the 287 detective. As you guys know, we kind of did a hard tangent to 287 detective. The main reason for this is to start getting the better venture rolling. The main reason I want this is we're already taking that venture anyways, and there's not really another better venture to be putting into it right now. So I'm trying to get to 287, technically 267 in the near future, but then after that, doing that until 287. And the whole reason we're doing this is to get a better daily going. Not only is that a little bit more money, which is not the main reason why we're doing it, but the main reason is because, our first fair potion. Oh, look at that! He completely de-aggroes. Oh, I love that. Yeah, he's about to go for us, and it's like, nope. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, I love that already. That is so much better. What changed for Gather? Basically, for every single Gatherer skill, like Forager, Gatherer, Delver in Chapter 5, a NPC will no longer ever walk onto your tile. So, for example, in this room right here, there's a bunch of giant ants. And these ants before used to try to path onto forageable tiles that are on the ground. But now they will no longer ever do that. So, it's a nice quality of life just to make sure it doesn't stall you whenever you're doing it. Because sometimes you'd have to do, like, the weird double right-click or some other weird shenanigan in order to go and get your resource nodes. But now you no longer need to do that. There will never be anything on it. These guys will never stand on it. The ants in the other room will never stand on it. When you're doing the bones, there's 2 of them that's really annoying that no longer are stood upon. So, yeah. So, there's a nice little improvement. I'm pretty sure I did this in preparation for Delver as well. Because obviously Delver has ground items similar to these monument pieces and such. So it's to fix the current state of the game as well as all future gathering skills. As of course, we will be getting more in the future. Not just the ones we have now. I think the way I'm going to do this is after we clear out this room, I go and bring in all the pieces. And I don't think I need that many. This also allows us to do however many this is at a time. Which is 4 less than 24, so 40. This allows us to turn in 40 monument pieces at a time. I don't think I need that many. I think I'm already at like 200 something. We need like 256 or something. But we shouldn't have to do this at all, that long at all. But we will gain a foraging level from it. We're kind of in a pretty dead area for Forager. We're not training Forager right now, by the way. We are getting a level for it, however. I don't know, I don't really have the setup to be like properly getting it to 200. We will be at some point, of course. And based on the poll, apparently sooner than potentially expected. No, not sooner than expected. Of course, if we do go for the 200 all grind soon, I am still pivoting back to woodcutting carpentry as the first thing we go for. For one, we already have the tools to do so, but also because it helps with weapon production. So it's still helping with weapon production without doing it directly. Alright, so this is our goal right now, and then we'll go to Merchant. I want to get this stage completed for the monument pieces. And then after we go do that, we'll go and head over to Merchant probably for the rest of the stream. And then off stream, obviously, I'll be doing Detective up. And if I don't get it up off stream, we will go, or, you know, not fully up off stream, we will go and finish that on tomorrow's stream. Since tomorrow's stream will probably be a little bit shorter. Well, not a little bit. Well, you know, similar to today. It's probably only going to be like 5-ish, 6-ish hours long or so. And tomorrow's probably going to be starting around the same time, around 4-ish. But then by Friday, we should be back to normal schedule. And by Friday, we should also be able to start doing the detective grind properly. Because right now, we can only really AFK the detective grind until we get 267. I'll probably be able to tease it a little bit tomorrow because we should be able to hit 267 at some point tomorrow's stream. And then on Friday, we get into the real grind of it, where we start power grinding. I might even do Merchant Detective together, too. Also, this 9-minute Fear Potion is so nice. Now that we're finally using Fear, I wonder why I never used Fear to begin with. I know why. It's because it takes up 1 inventory space. But please, I hope the quest that comes in soon for the equipable potions is, like, really, really soon. Because this is, like, the whole reason why we didn't use Fears. Not necessarily just because we didn't have them, but now we do, which is nice. But this 1 inventory spot is so annoying. Obviously, this will be fixed in the future. There will be a quest where you'll be able to go and equip potions afterwards. But, gosh, that can't come soon enough. Just to be able to equip the Fear Potion, the XP Potions, any other utility potion in the future, if they had Alchemy Part 2. Yeah, this is so much better than before. I remember, like, getting stalled, particularly this one. They loved walking on this one. Look at these two. They want to walk on that tile so badly. They're so confused because they can't walk on that tile anymore. I feel like every other time you ever came to this one, there'd be an ant on it. But, yeah, they can't walk on it anymore. It's making them very, very confused as to where they can walk, though. Looks like they keep almost getting stuck there. Do you know approximately how much gold per hour a combat profession gives? Around 400 to 500? I unfortunately do not, because I have not gotten a skill that high yet. So I have no clue what the 400 to 500 profit is these days. Also, keep in mind, when you have trading enabled, or, you know, if you have trading enabled once trading comes out, the profit for hour will be higher than it is now. Because, oh no, this one didn't get reset. Oh no, yes it is, further away, my bad. I thought that was closer than it was. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I have no clue what it is around that level range. Just because we haven't been there yet. We will once we go do the combat rework. Which of course will probably be even more per hour because your kills per hour will be a lot quicker after the combat rework compared to before the combat rework with all the special attacks, all the extra benefits from the obelisks and stuff. But beyond that, yeah, I have no clue at the moment. I want to say like 5-ish gold? But it will be even more than that if you could sell it to other players. Because something like a 3-star, 4-star, 450, 500 goes for a lot of money in the market. Compared to how much the shopkeeper would probably pay you, which is like, what, 1 gold, 2 gold? Somewhere around there. But you'd be able to get way more than that when player trading comes out. At least for that higher level range stuff. Especially if the obelisk does actually allow you to do weapon proficiency. If that works the way that, you know, you'd kind of assume it would work, that means at a lower level range, you'd be able to wear way better equipment. So, for example, at level 257 combat right now, I could be wielding like a level 400 weapon. Obviously, right now, you can only wield a 257. But after the combat rework, depending on how you allocate your tree, you might even be able to wield like a 500 weapon right now. And be at like halfway to 500, you know, numerically, not actual time-wise. But numerically, halfway to 500, wielding a 500 weapon. So, be interesting to see exactly how that pans out. As it's going to make, if that does actually work that way, it's going to skyrocket the price of, you know, really high tier gear, like the 450 to 500 area. Like way more than it would ever be right now. Without the combat merge change. We'll have to wait and see. It's one of the reasons I kind of want to get mining and smithing up too, so that we can make weapons pretty much up to that point. Because ideally we want to be running ourselves like a 300 something. I don't know, it really depends how easy or hard it's going to be to get to that range. Right, and how many of them are in the market too? Because it might be kind of hard, at least initially, to get yourself like a 450 to 500 weapon. But then over time becomes increasingly easier. But I'm not sure how many of them would really be traded or what their actual market price would be. It's hard to tell. Because obviously it's going to be way better to do that generally than wielding like a 300 weapon. We just don't know exactly how much you'll be able to allocate into the tree or how many points you need to reach it or like what combat range would you need to really get that far. There's a lot we just don't know with it exact detail-wise. But there will be ways to be able to wear higher armor and weapons than what your level range actually is. How much so, we don't really know. But that's what weapon and armor proficiency would end up doing. Also, wow, this Fear Potion lasts forever. 9 minutes is a really long time. I'm almost done with all the monument pieces we needed. We've only drank 1 Fear Potion. And this is like the mid-tier one. This is even the good Fear Potion. If I go deeper in alchemy, we start getting the good ones. I'm going to be making a lot of the 12-minute fears just because one of the resources I need to gather is actually related to it. So I might as well get it because it's way closer to banking compared to the bone. So I'm probably going to be banking alchemy XP instead of bone right XP because it just makes sense based on our goals. So I'll be making a lot of 12-minute fear potions because of that. And not only that, but if we do the 500 Mind Fighter grind, which we are definitely planning on doing, we'll be doing 200 of the other 2 combats first, but we are getting around to the 500 Mind Fighter. And when we do, we're going to have like infinite of these. I actually did the math on it earlier. We need about 7,000 of these. which you get from killing the tentacles and the toads. And the tentacles are free because they can't attack you back, and you might have infinite ammo. And even if not, you just spec them out and everything. But also, the toads are weak to blue, and we're a Cryo Knight. So these are really easy for us to get. So both these two potions we're actually making a ton of. Like a ton. So that'd be great, just to get that done then. Because they both feed really nicely into alchemy. So we're pretty much never even going to really need these 9 minutes in the future. We're just going to be chucking 12s and 15s, because all the 12s and 15s we get from that will last for the rest of time. Like, I think we did the math on it. I think it was almost like 2,000 hours of fear protection. You know how long 2,000 hours of fear protection is going to last us? Like, this just stream alone, we're only going to use like 18 minutes worth. Because I'll probably chug another potion in a moment. But even if you're chugging them for things, that's a lot of time. And that's not even counting any that we get from the player market eventually. But 2,000 plus hours of fear protection is so absurdly high. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever actually really used fear potions properly. Like today. I know we're like 70-something days in, but this is the first day I've ever bothered using fear potions pretty much. Because 3 minutes are kind of bad. 6 minutes were way too expensive to buy at the time. And I sold whatever ones I made back to the shop. Is that all of them? Ah, there we go. Let's go get our monument upgrade. There goes the rebel. Oh, we got a door. We got the door. We got our little shack, the monument shack. Let me in. The top of the monument isn't built yet. Let me in. All right, well, that's for a different day, of course. We'll eventually have 200. Does actually, how built does the monument get? Does anyone know? By 200 gatherer, do you have enough to get up to the top floor? Does anyone know for sure? I actually forget. But does 200 gatherer give you the ability to go to the top floor of monument? Once you build the, where's the final one here? Once you build the, somewhere's around here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I'm in the right skill. When you build like the 173, does that get you to the top floor or not? You finally got 200 all in the mines? Huge! Congrats, Gino. Nice. Or do you need like 228 or something for it? I don't know. We'll find out later. But anyways, let me go put away these fear potions because we don't need them anymore. And yeah, let's go do, I guess, one real quick cooking run. Because we have a couple tasks. Oh, no! Wait! Oh, that's kind of funny. I think this is the first time ever I've had like a mixed... Oh, I never realized that. They have a border based on what chapter they are. Like, these are yellow because it's chapter 1. These are gray because they're chapter 4. I never noticed that because it was only from the 2 chapters. But yeah, they have a border based on what chapter they're from. I've never noticed that. I knew, like, the other thing had a border, but I didn't realize the bounties themselves had borders, too. That's kind of funny. I've never noticed that. Alright, let me go get our cooking done so we can actually go do, bounty hunter. I mean, not bounty hunter, I mean, whatever you call it. The cooking bounties. I mean, not the cooking bounty. We're doing the cooking bounties so we can do the merchant bounties. Anyways, let me go get the potions we need. Well, I guess technically, but based on what we're doing right now, I only need the, Hopeport XP potion. Alright, let's go see what we get for a task here. So these two are perfectly fine. Oh yeah, let me go get my bacon sandwiches preemptively as well, or 1111. Let's see. Grab 11 of these. Grab 11 of the other one. Didn't mean to go all the way out the menu. Grab 11 of these. Alright, let's go ahead in there. Make these bacon sandwiches. Hope there's some good tasks in there. Get rid of whatever we don't need here. And then we go over to merchant, probably for the rest of the stream then. Let's go on a heavy merchant grind. Does the amount yield of an entrance somewhere, the future dungeon? We don't know exactly what it's going to do. Based on what they said earlier, though, it seems like it's just going to be cosmetic. The reward from the monument is almost guaranteed just going to be cosmetic. What exactly is the cosmetic? We don't really know. They don't really know. But hasn't been implemented yet. But not only do you get like a cosmetic monument built, but you also get like a transmog or something. But we just don't know what the exact reward is. But they did say that they're likely going to be making it a cosmetic reward. We just don't know if you have to completely finish the monument or if there's going to be tiers of the cosmetic or exactly how it's going to work. But likely you wouldn't get the cosmetics. If they are multiple tiers, you probably wouldn't get it until you can go all the way up the tower. I forget what level it is. It's like 200 something. It's like either high 100 something or low 200 something you can get to the top of the tower. And if it is a multi-tiered cosmetic, that's probably when you get the first tier of the cosmetic. Is when you can finally get to the top of the tower. Which we currently cannot do. But yeah, honestly, fear potions are not that bad. Actually pretty good. Also, I have no clue why I grabbed 3 of these, by the way. We're gonna need like 2 at max. I was doing this, checking what our bounties are there, turning in everything. We are gonna have to go shopping to go grab whatever we need for the other tasks, though. Ideally, the most perfect thing we'd see on the board is like 2 more things on our route. One of them being like 5 bacon sandwiches or lower, and some other one just being some easy thing to go make. Do have to go on a little bit walk for this one, but it's fine. It's kind of in the way of the other thing anyways. And when I say walk, I mean to go buy the ingredient. The actual location isn't that far, though. It does give you a lot of points as if it is like a mile away. But there's a lot of things you turn in on that angle, including Big Sheen, so it works out perfectly. Ideally, we'd want to see like Sentinel here too, because anything that goes in that range, really good value. Anything in that general area. Let's see, do we end up getting it? We got... it's too much. I can't do any of these. Though I'm already going over there, so maybe I'll take the little Lucy, I guess. Because I'm already buying some, so I might as well. Alright, I'll do that one. That one's not awful. The other one is, though. I'm not gonna bother with that. Even if it's Scrap Merchant. Like, that's a good turn-in location, but 10 of those is awful. Alright, let me go and sell 5 of these. Alright, now I just need to go buy our 10 fish, cook them, and go turn everything in. And we should be able to do that in one potion. And then we'll go grab the actual potions we need. Actually, I don't need any potions now that I think about it. Because I think I'm going to be doing it potionless this time around. And just put it into knowledge points while we do merchant. As much as I kind of want to put it into detective, I think we're just going to be doing knowledge into it. I mean, you know, getting the passive activities for a bunch of stuff. Like, start working the alchemy passive up for if we ever want to get around to it. As well as get the detective one ready for whenever we eventually do end up needing it. Oops, where am I going? I'm like going to go turn all these in. I don't actually have them yet. I need 10 of these. Thank you. Let me cook these 10, and then we should be good to go. Cook these 10, turn in all 3, claim a little bit of XP, and then head over to Chronopolis and start doing merchant. That is the game plan. And we'll see. If I feel up to it, we're going to go for 5 merchant levels, which will take about 5 hours, give or take a little bit. I'm not going to do any potion juggling, though. But we probably will juggle a few ground items. I don't want to go too crazy with it, though. I want to do merchant a little bit more chill today compared to normal. I don't want to, like, ultra try hard it. There is some amount of ground stuff we will have to drop, though. As you pretty much always have to do. I don't want to go, like, too crazy with it, like we do sometimes. We're almost wasting more time than we're even getting as a benefit. Alright, somewhere's around there. Yep, that looks good to me. Obviously get our 2-minute ready for our 2-minute timer. I wonder if I should do a 159 just so it stays correct. I might actually try it this time. Because there's a weird, like, extra delay. So I'm curious if we set a 159. If it will actually stay synced or not. Because Steam has, like, a weird extra delay on this timer. That keeps making it desync. So I wonder if we add that extra 1 second delay. If that's going to help or make it worse. We'll find out. Maybe I'm going to try a minute 59 this time around instead of 2-minute. And see if this actually keeps both of them intact. Because I'm pretty sure it's the Steam one that keeps going behind. And it's because every single time the clock resets, it does like an extra delay. The problem is that extra delay is only like a partial, like milliseconds. It's not like an actual full second. So doing it this way might actually be worse than doing it the other way, but we'll see. We're going to try a 159 clock instead of a 2-minute clock this time. And see how that goes as we go through. What are my 3 turn-ins? I think it's Big Sheen, Little Lucy, and Scrap Merchant. Which is great because they're all in the exact same area, rather conveniently. And then we'll go start doing merchant. And one of the reasons I want to go do merchant is, of course, we need the money. It's actually the whole reason we're doing it. There's pretty much no reason other than money. Oh, that's not... Oh, gosh. I gave him, like, the one thing that he didn't want. Everyone else wanted the fish. Literally the one wrong option, and we click it. Good job. We should be able to make all 3Ds in time. Even though this ladder's kind of annoying. I wish our guy could learn something that, like, auto-jumps a ladder. Get those ladder skips in there. Some kind of quest where we learn, like, ladder speedrunning. Gosh, is the ladder animation so slow for every area. Especially when it's a big ladder. I can only imagine next chapter because it's so mountainous and cave-like that, yeah, there's definitely going to be some amount of ladders there. And they are so slow. They're worse than when you have to, like, double jump up elevation. Alright, there we go. Let's start running some merchant. Just gotta go turn in this one potion. And we should be good to go. Actually, I don't need anything else. I can just turn this into, Hope Forest real quick. I know it seems like a weird place to turn in a potion, but, it is the closest bank. It is actually closer than going to the alchemy place if I don't need a specific potion right now. And we are going to be doing merchant potion lists right now, just so we don't have to worry about the juggle. We've already been juggling enough items. Alright, let the merchant grind begin. Approximately, how long does 200 to 211 merchant take? About 11 hours. I would say about every, obviously it varies at given ranges. But I would say about every level post 200 for merchants about an hour. Which is why I said this grind would be about 5 hours. Obviously it can be slower or quicker depending on if you have a good task recently. Like if you just got an item unlock, that makes you go up quite a bit. Like the 216 orange we got pretty recently. But also, of course, how efficient you are can also affect it. But roughly, I would say post 200 merchants about 1 level an hour. There are a lot of factors that go into that, though. That's also assuming you don't throw any knowledge into it. Yeah, let's go get our tasks. Let me go get this synced up. What else do we need? So this is definitely a very heavy top left turn-in location. Alright, let's go get our timer ready. Yeah, we'll try 159 this time around instead of the 200. Or the 2 minute. Not sure if this is going to be a good or bad thing. We can always fix it later. Let's see if this helps keep them synced a little bit better. Because, of course, the actual bounty board is a 2 minute timer. Alright, let's see if that helps. Anything else that's worth taking here? Ooh, orange. I guess we take orange. Alright, let's go do this. Is that everything? Sure, looks like everything. Do we have enough inventory? Probably not, but we'll figure that out as we go. Alright, let's get in the merchant mood. Let the merchanting begin. We've been putting off this grind for a while, but we have returned. One thing that's really nice if we do finish all the way to 227 is we can start running the AFK. It's one of the reasons that's kind of a target. Is we could run that AFK a little bit to get to our better gold value. And then eventually at another day we can go and clear out to 239. Which should be pretty easy from 233. But for today, about 5 levels is the goal. And if we don't get it, we don't get it. Is honestly, it has been so cold. Have any of you guys who haven't gotten snow for a while gotten snow recently? From like the big cold front that's been going through? Because this area hasn't had snow for like a decade, and we finally got snow last night. And I am so cold right now. That's one of the reasons why my sleep schedule was like so off too. Because we got like half a foot of snow. Which I'm used to living in some areas that get a lot of snow, but this area in particular has not had it in such an absurdly long time. I just realized I can't actually turn all this in, can I? Oh no. Alright, well, I'll take banana. The banana's more important here. I actually can't do orange. We're gonna have to come here at a different time to go get orange. Let her double back to it. I guess I could after taking in the rhubarb. I might have to double back for the orange. Just so we can turn it in. Better actually... Oh, you know what? I actually will take it. And I'll grab 18 of them. Or, 3 sets. Okay, I got a plan, I got a plan. Oh, no, I can't, though, because the other ones are going to be in my inventory. And I guess I can still grab a double set, if nothing else. Wait, what am I using this on? I guess initially we'll use it on Detective. Because I do eventually need the other AFK. I was minus 12 by you yesterday? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't think we've gotten negative yet. Like, we've gone below freezing, but not negative. Gosh, I haven't been in negative since, like, Toronto. Since I was, like, last in Toronto when I was, like, 17. Like, around 17, 18. But I haven't had negative weather since then. Or been around it. Oh, I just realized I have no way to get, there's one problem with what I just did. I have no inventory space for the ribs. Oh, that's not ideal. I still gotta relearn how to do merchant. We're doing really badly this run. Forgetting all the things. Alright, let me just go to Chronopolis Market. Just gonna figure out from here. See what our tasks are. Also, let's see if this is desync or not. Although, if it is, I'm gonna set it back to 2 minutes. I want to see if this timer is completely correct, or if it's like 1 minute or 1 second ahead. If it's 1 second ahead right now, we need to go bring it back to a 2 minute, because I'd rather it fall behind than ahead. Like, by a lot. Let's see, are you like 1 second ahead? It's about even. Alright, ribs, pretty good. Clockwork. Oh no, I need to head down there anyways. That might not be awful. Alright, let me get rid of some amount of orange. Actually, all amount of this, because I can't turn it in this cycle. We will be back, though. Alright, let me go do this run. Also, I did make sure to actually keep the right one open. Well, actually, I guess based on our pathing right here, I actually don't need it, do I? I don't need to go that far. I just need to turn in orange, then go by that, then do a center sweep. Only problem is we don't have double clockwork, but that's fine. But yeah, one thing I plan to do as well, which is one of the reasons I don't mind too much if we don't end up getting all the way to merchant. I'm going to try doing detective merchant runs. It's something I've never really tried doing for a very long period of time. But once we get 267 detective, I'm going to go mix merchant and detective together. Because it seems like it's like a mechanic that they were expecting you to do. But when we're at a lower level range, it was kind of clunky. But now that we're at a higher level range, there's pretty much a merchant task that goes everywhere you would ever need to go. So I'm curious to go try it and see if it's actually worth doing. Because in the past it wasn't, but these days I'm pretty sure it is. At the current level of merchant that we are. So when we actually do finally get 267 merchant, we're going to be doing detectives primarily first. But trying to route as many merchant runs onto our detective as we can. Because keep in mind, detective doesn't actually require inventory, and that's of course by design. Because in theory, you're supposed to synergize it with merchant. So I think we're going to finally do that on Friday. Maybe a little bit tomorrow, because we might actually be able to get 267 by tomorrow. It's like one of our main goals. But yeah, I am so cold right now. I'm not used to weather being this cold. Yeah, the timer's ahead. Okay, I'm gonna go set it back. I'm gonna set it to 2 minutes. Alright, there we go. Okay, anything here I need? Oh, perfect. Anything else on center? No, but oranges are great. Alright, let me go get the resync. And we should be good to go. Alright, perfect. Soap is not on path. Pizza's not on path. I guess we already have a run. Alright, let's go do it. I'll need you. No, I can't. I'm just gonna take this then. I can't actually turn in clockwork here. Poor clockwork. At some point, we'll be able to do you. Is that 12? Yeah, that's 12. Okay, just making sure. Alright, let's go head over. So this is a double rib, double clockwork. Into what is likely a top left buy and to turn everything in. But yeah, on average, as long as we're not slacking, we should be getting about 1 merchant level per hour. Made slightly better if we actually throw knowledge into merchant, though I'm mostly going to be throwing my knowledge into passives though. Throwing it into the detective passive as well as the alchemist passive. That way if we ever want to do post 200 alchemy, it'll be good to go. Because I'm going to be doing it, but I don't have to do it until Stonewall Hill, so we got a lot of time before we need to. I still want to at some point though. Right, our actual need to do it isn't quite here, but by the time we need it, I want it to already be done. I don't want to like need it and then realize, oh, we don't have it done yet. I want to already be ahead of the curve. Even if it hurts us on XP a little. Oh, we did actually take a rank the other day though. When I was AFKing the raid dens, we actually got over the next person. Your next ham merge, or ham the mermage. What is that name? They kind of came out of nowhere, but I think they've been slowing down a little. They shut up like crazy, but they've been slowing down a little bit. Oh, we do still have 3 orange on the ground. Oh wait, that's big. Wait, I can actually change our route a little bit. Dust I don't have yet. Portrait I can do. That we can technically go route 4. We're gonna do a little bit of a weird route then. I wish I had another reason to go bottom though. Yeah, it's kind of a weird route. Alright, let me grab everything. Let me go get portrait and head over there. I probably should have grabbed pizza or the other thing though. I just hate doing them. I'm not sure what it is, I know it's not as far as I feel like it is, but something about the chef location I absolutely hate. The fact that it's like a dead-end room in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's not that hard to get to, but something about it I just hate going to. I always perceive it as way further than it actually is. Like, I perceive soap as closer, even though they're both about the same distance. I don't understand why. But I always perceive it as so far away. Way further than it actually is. It's mostly because of where you have to then turn it in. It's just kind of clunky to get over there. I like to do both of them. Like, doing one or the other is really easy. Doing both is the problem. Because you very rarely do both in the same run. I think is where the main clunkiness comes in for me. There's almost never are you going from, like, the middle of, like, bottom left middle all the way to top left. I'm normally taking a quicker route to do that. Alright, now the question is, should I go turn these in right now or go get the bounty board? I think I should get the bounty board. Though we could technically just turn those in before we even came back. But we always need to be cycling whatever our next tasks are. This is what I'm going to be doing when we go do the detective grind as well. It's like every time we ever have to teleport to that location, go check the bounty board. And just turn in anything that's free on our route. I prefer soap. We have to go there anyways for candle. Alright, let's go run. Alright, let me get rid of some of these glasses, though. Alright, I just need one set. Too bad there's not like a take 6 option. I wish... You know what I wish they would do for this activity? I wish they would combine these into one item. Because since all the tasks are 6 anyways... I wish they would combine them all into one package delivery item, but make it so it takes up 6 inventory. So one item you have to turn in, but it counts as 6 inventory. Because that would make merchant so much more convenient. I'm not sure if they would ever do something like that, though. Since every turn in 6 anyways. But still have the inventory limitation. Because that's the main reason they have it like this, is to limit your inventory. I just realized I had no ground clockwork, did I? That's not ideal. Is it worth trying to go over there? I guess? But then I can't really turn in soap. I don't know, we're gonna go head over there, why not? Take the scenic route. Because now I'll buy double clockwork into one soap, turn in clockwork, drop the other clockwork. Or we can just telly over once we get there. I'll just wait for next cycle on clockwork. Still need to get the dust from the Cyclopses, though. We haven't had a good reason to need to go there yet. You're currently on 24-hour detective? Nice. It's best for getting knowledge up. Yeah, it's really good for knowledge. Even with the penalty, it's still amazing. It's because of how few clicks you have to do to end up getting it. Yeah, I've been dumping all my knowledge from it into initially smithing, which is how we have 245. But then I was dumping into detective because we're starting to get into a bit of a dead area for detective. There's the whole reason why we're going to be doing the 267 investigation soon. But we're in our actually really dead area for it. But you know what? I can do a triple here. Just so I don't have to come back for a while. Or at least not for this item. Because when I turn in the candle, I could just get soap and then telly. That is the game plan. And just turn them in on next cycle, since we can easily do a double or a triple. Well, more so a double. There's no way we're gonna get... Actually, no, we could get a triple. If we make it in time, we can. Also, one nice thing once we do finally have a higher detective level, and one of the reasons I kind of don't want to do like an exceedingly high amount of merchant, even though I need it for the money, is imagine how much extra money we make doing detective, doing merchant, if we have like near max or literally max level detective after we do 500 Chronopolis. Is we'll be able to catch every single thief that ever steals from a stall ever. And obviously all the high value ones are the ones we'd prioritize. I guess I'll take portrait. Might be able to hand it in. Let me just go reset my ground real quick. I'll keep those glasses on us. I have a feeling we're going to need to turn them in. I might do it from center, though, if we can. I just realized we are almost over encumbered right now. Oh yeah, give me that one. Oh, too many good ones here. I might have to get rid of dust. It's just too valuable to grab orange. I don't think we can't not take orange. I don't think we're physically allowed to not take orange. There's just too much value to not take. Oh, I just realized, how am I supposed to hold all this, though? Oh, no, because I only need one glasses. That's fine. Give me one pair. Thank you. What happened to my other pair of glasses, then? That's fine. Let me just take all. There we go. Alright, we good to go? We good to go. Alright, let's go do our run. Okay, we turn in soap. Buy candle when heading down there. Actually, do I just skip candle? No, I can't, because I have to turn in glasses anyways. Obviously, we have to skip orange, because we don't have orange. There will be a combat rework. Is there news about this? Yes. They did a huge post on it the other week, where they talked about the combat merge, the skill tree that you'll get from it, how it will end up working. But in summary, basically, all levels will start to get combined together. Like, every single combat, to some degree, will get combined together. And you only really need 30, 30, 40, 40. The first two chapters, you only need level 34. Every chapter after will be level 40. And at that point, you're basically max combat. Any levels that you ever do beyond that is going to go towards the obelisk in the area, which gives you basically a skill tree system that you can optimize into whatever build you want to end up doing. But, yeah, the level requirement for each chapter goes down a huge amount as far as, like, what's max level. 30, 30, 40, 40. You still can go to 500, and you still have, like, a somewhat Slayer-like system as far as the level range you can kill at any given time. However, the amount that's required per section is a lot lower, but they start getting interconnected. Like, all the enemies in this chapter would be, like, level 100 at minimum in order to account for this. Or, like, at level 100 to 140 in that, like, starting area. Because you'll be starting at this area at level 100. Because you'll be 30, 30, 40 for 100 total. Yeah, I did a whole post on it the other day. But, yeah, it's on their Steam as well as their Twitter. There's a bunch of visuals as well. Though none of the visuals are finalized because it's not finalized yet. Like, the skill tree is not going to be what the final skill tree is, of course. I did a little bit of a mock-up of a couple things. One thing that's also pretty noteworthy from it, too, is you'll be able to start crafting 60 higher than whatever your level is. So, for example, after the update, I'd be able to make a level 305 smithing item at the current 245 that we're at right now. But yeah, all that will be extended to be higher than it is now. Which should make crafting gear quite a bit easier. Since, in theory, to craft most max stuff now, you'd only need 440 instead of 500. There'd still be some benefit to having 500. Because there's some that are perfect that you need to be at that level range to be able to make them into a 500. But should overall make getting higher level gear easier. Because you basically get a free plus 60 levels at any level range. And I think they mostly did this so they can compete with the quicker kill speed. As kill speed's probably going to be a lot quicker after the update. We don't know exactly by how much. But it's definitely not slower, that's for sure. Because we're getting special attacks in the combat merge likely at the exact same time. And that's like bare minimum, like a 10-20% damage increase, if not higher. What are we talking about right now? Oh, we're just talking about the combat merge thing because someone was asking about it. There's a lot of details we still don't know about it, specifics-wise, though. But we'll have more info on it in the near future. Alright, I hate this turn-in. Why is all this so bad? I see an angle, though. I don't like the angle, but I see an angle. Also, I'm deliberately not grabbing the orange, by the way. I didn't forget it. Even though I just bought, like, a whole inventory of them. You lost interest in Brighter Shores the week of release. Maybe the update will be the time to get back. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people will come back after the combat rework. There's a few really big things that are happening in the next several months, so I'll probably bring people back. I don't think trading necessarily will, or PvP will. But the ones that are likely worth checking out are the combat rework when they happen, which should be in the next few months or less. Chapter 5 when it comes out, as well as 1.0 release, which are probably happening around the same time. As well as probably when the first raid and or bosses start coming in later this year. Those are probably going to be like the 3 big things, I would say, that are probably worth checking out when it does happen. The combat rework would the first one. It could be any time from like next week to a month or 2 from now. The 1.0 release / Chapter 5 releasing is in about probably like 3 to 6 months, depending on development cycles and everything. And beyond that, we have no clue when raids or bosses are coming in. But it's either later this year or early next year or sometime next year. Like, they were talking about it, that they would do it after 1.0. So after Chapter 5 comes out, we'll see how much after 1.0 is. We don't know if they mean weeks, months, years. A lot of dates they haven't really clarified too well. Like, there's a lot of things that they mentioned during Q&As and AMAs recently that they are planning to do in the near future, but not a single one has really gotten like an official date. Trading's likely to be the next really big feature, though. I don't think trading will bring people back, but for anyone still around, it'd be helpful if you want to enable trading. They also have an option to opt out and stay in Iron Man, like basically how the game is right now. So they are going to be having an official Iron Man mode as well, for anyone that prefers it that way. Even though we have a max hardcore in old school RuneScape, I actually will be playing normally with trading enabled. Just so that we can try all the features within the game. Also, why is there so many people here? I don't think I've seen this room ever so crowded. The whole town's running to leather right now. People were... Did they, like, announce that they're nerfing Leatherworker again or something? Because there's so many people running leather right now. They did say that they're likely going to be nerfing it soon, the profit that you get from it. Also, while I'm here, give me some snow globes, so I don't have to come back for them later. Do you notice the skill tree has a bar to scroll down? Yes, it goes very far down. Obviously, that's just a mock-up. But, yeah, the skill tree that we saw for the mock-up was only, like, 1/10 of it. It's one of the reasons why I said infinite ammo. Because if they have even the same ratio of ammo going all the way down, you're going to have, like, over 100 ammo. Obviously, this is a mock-up, so you might get way less in the main game. But, yeah, if that chart went all the way down, scroll bar-wise, you'd have over 100 ammo. If it maintained the same amount of ammo as the mock-up. I highly doubt that'd be the case, but it'd be kind of funny if so. Because obviously, even like 30 ammo is infinite ammo, pretty much. At least in the current state of the game, other than bossing when it comes out. But against any standard enemy, 30 ammo is already infinite ammo. It almost looks like it could be like 80, 90, or 100. But the mock-up's probably not a good example of how many of a given buff there will be, though. We know that you will be able to increase your ammo, we just don't know exactly how much. Are we talking like 10, 20, 30, 50, 100? Based on that mock-up, it's like over 100. If you were to take how many are visible and then go all the way down. There's roughly 100. Which is way overkill for anything you would ever need in the current state of the game. Even 20, honestly, for most fights is pretty overkill. Alright, why are these so bad? I'm honestly about to just wait here. Yeah, just give me my meat. We'll turn that in, go get a wine, turn that in. You have 15 people in alchemy. Yeah, this is one of the things I actually really like about this game. Is given that it's not a bunch of different worlds and everything, it always looks crowded. It's almost just like one really big RuneScape server. Because it auto tries to put you in rooms that are already filled. So even if it only has like 1,000 people playing, every single room still looks like it's a fully loaded like RuneScape world. Because it auto servers you with everyone else. I'm not sure why I did this first. I should have went middle first. It's actually one of the few situations where taking a shortcut is actually the longer way around. It's because I have to backtrack to go turn this in now. Or if we just went this way in the first place, it could have already turned it in. But yeah, Chronopolis is still bustling. It always feels weird because the first week I was here, it felt like a ghost town. Because not that many people had it unlocked on like day 1 or week 1. But nowadays, this place is like one of the most crowded chapters in the game. If not the most crowded. Like the only one more crowded is like chapter 1 just because all the new players flooding it. I don't know, is this run good yet? Do we have a good run yet? Sure doesn't look like it. We just have to run whatever we have, though. The problem is this has no top left synergy. I'm gonna have to go there just for the thing. I don't really have much of a choice, though. Like, I have to go all the way to top left just for soap. Also, I still haven't figured out the quickest way to get to soap. Does anyone actually know the exact tile perfect way of quickest way to get to soap? Because I've tried all 3. Going this way, going this way. Like, if your only goal is to get to soap and nothing else. I'm still not sure if it's better to go from here to here. From here to there, or from here to there. There's 3 different ways you can get there. But I'm actually not sure which one is more tile perfect. The biggest issue with the one I'm taking right now is a loading screen, which is harder to time compared to the other 2. I guess the other one also has like a jump you have to do. But the other one just feels like a longer distance. I'm not sure if it actually is, though. Because it's something I still haven't done for Merchant yet. Is like perfectly count every tile. To see like what's absolute most efficient. I just do it based on feel. Whatever feels closest. Which is not exactly what is actually closest. Because we do it purely based on what feels the closest rather than what actually is the closest. You know, they're both about the same thing. If it feels close, it probably is close. It's good enough. And hey, gold stack slightly going up. Oh, wait, where am I going? Where am I going? I forgot we already passed you. I hate this one camera angle because sometimes you go by and you don't even see him. So my plan is to mass buy ribs here. I mean, not ribs, I mean wine. So I have pretty much no reason to go to bottom now. Other than to turn an orange. I guess candle. Yep, KC's still in that 500 all grind. Oh, he's doing Leatherworker right now. Yeah, Leatherworker's the slowest skill to train in this area. Interesting, selling it rather than banking it. The reason I say that's interesting is that's actually slower. He's going for first person at 500 all, which he's easily going to do. But he's currently selling, which is slower than banking. Oh, I just realized I probably should have done this the other way around. About too late now. Because now we won't be able to, because our inventory is not high enough. Hello, B! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Alright, let's see what we have over here. Come on, something good. So how's our ground looking right now? Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we got 10 stuff on the ground. Alright, middle. Might just wait. Our timers are synced, good enough. Alright, let's go reset the ground. Drop all you, drop all you. Oh, we still got a piece of clockwork. Oh yeah, because we went there manually that one time. That's why. Alright, what do we need? Just a set of clockwork. Actually, let me drop this wine and we'll grab as we need. Alright, what do I need here? I just need one set of snow globe, one set the other thing. Over encumber our inventory because we're probably going to need too many ground items. Alright, what do we have? We got nothing? Really? Nothing? Oh no. Well, time to go turn in Cyclops, I guess. Really? Alright, Cyclops dust it is. Alright, that's fine, I guess. What's our route? I guess we'll go around the world and then telly back. I should have enough inventory for that, right? Yeah. Because what are we doing right now? We're doing, I'm turning in snow globe, then buying soap, then turning in soap, then turning in clockwork, then buying dragon, then buying meat, then turning them both in and buying a whole inventory of unicorn dust. And then whenever we get that, we get it for free. Alright, sounds like a game plan. It's pretty much merchant in a nutshell. Nothing with merchant can't be solved by making enough circles. If you just make enough circles, it'll auto-solve anything. It's pretty much running in circles the skill. Except efficient running in circles. Because that's the whole thing with merchant. It's just running in circles efficiently. You gotta find the most efficient circles. But I do enjoy it a lot, though. It just really burns me out quickly just because of how much you have to think. I don't like thinking. Not as much as merchant makes you have to. It's just in such stark contrast compared to every other skill in the game. Where it'll like brain dead easy for the most part. Or you just do like the same loop indefinitely. Whereas you always have to adapt for merchant. But it's nice to have some contrast. It just feels weird because it's the only skill that's this much different than all the others. Like, even Detective, I would say, is a bit more similar to some of the other ones. It's still a bit in the in-between as far as its complexity. But it's nowhere near as complex as Merchant is. I do have to backtrack a little bit here. Not sure if this is worth it. I think it is, though. I'm going over here just for one meat. And then we're going to buy a whole inventory of dust, which is the whole reason we're even doing these two to begin with. Dust is really good because you turn it in right at the tower. I believe at some point we'd probably drop it for other better tasks. But our current level range is pretty good to do. As long as you pre-buy it. It's definitely not worth coming here every time you need dust. Oh, good, we got an aggro skip number 1. Let's see if we get aggro skip number 2. Don't even need it. Oh, yes I do. No, we're gonna get hit. I should have aggro skipped him. No! Got the first one, though. I thought we could clear it in time. If only there was a potion that you could drink that made it so enemies didn't attack you. What is this foreign potion? Oh, I can catch thieves here now, too, if we ever see a thief. I don't think we're ever going to be here long enough for that to ever be relevant, though. Because you may notice there's not a single thief spawned by the time we're leaving. Well, there is one spawned, but they're not checking yet, so I have no clue if we can check them or not. Also, speaking of checking, I should probably check how much is on my ground right now. Because I think we're about to kill our ground. Goodbye, ground. It was nice knowing you. I think we're fine. Yeah, I didn't kill anything yet. Yet. Give us some time, it will die. What's our run right now? Please not be not awful. It's not the worst, I guess. Is there anything I can grab to turn in immediately? No. What even is this run then? I guess we just go around the world. There's going to be a circle run starting at Candle. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go do our route. Off we go. Yeah, we gotta buy burger, buy pizza. Might even double buy pizza. Do I have enough inventory for it? I wish I could double buy a pizza stew. The problem is we're getting it at a really weird interval. So I kind of don't want to overbuy. I think I'll buy exact amount. I don't think there's a single thing I actually want to overbuy this run. Oh, clockwork maybe. I think we have 6 on the ground right now, but we definitely would love to have more than that. But I'm not sure why. I always feel like this place is so far away. It's really not, though. My perception of its distance is way out of whack to how far it actually is. I think the main thing I hate is that you don't always teleport away from it unless you're turning in tomato and going for last turn in on that. Because if you're not last turning on it, it feels really bad having to walk all the way back. But you kind of have to do the same thing for soap anyway, so I guess it kind of works out. Because it's not that much different than soap. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Wait, why am I here? Oh, yeah. The plate burger person. Here you go. Here's your burger. Alright, is it worth going all the way over here or teleporting back? Honestly, I think it's actually worth a teleport. I just hope we get like a clock at work turned into top left. Because I gotta go head over there anyways. So let's see what we get on the next set. Worst comes to worst, we could drop a trophy or vase. I always keep calling it trophy. It's actually a vase. It looks like a trophy though. You can't look at that and say that's not a trophy. If you ignore the name, there's no way that's not a trophy. If you just look at just the icon. All this is free turn-in. So yeah, give me all of it then. There we go. Give me all those. Give me all these. Clear up the ground a little. Alright, off we go. Not as good as getting clockwork, but we'll take it. Now we don't have to feel as bad about getting a bunch of clockwork or little pocket watch thingies. As we have plenty of ground item now, or ground room. And now we turn in snow globe, turn in candle, buy soap, and we're good to go. Honestly, that's something we haven't done a poll for, I don't think, yet. We've kind of asked it before, but I don't think we ever did a poll for it. Do you guys actually enjoy doing merchant? Because I'm in a weird in-between. Where it's like my favorite skill in the entire game, but also I will never do it for that long. It's mostly because of the style of skill that it is. But I would definitely say it's my favorite skill. But also the one I dread doing the most, ironically. I don't know. I'm really weird when it comes to merchant. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like, it's so good, but it's so bad. It's definitely a toxic relationship. Like, it is simultaneously my favorite skill in the game while also being the skill I at least look forward to doing. It's mostly high-level merchant that kind of burns me out. Like, low-level merchant is so chill. Like, whenever I have to do it on my alt accounts for a quick knowledge point. When I don't want them to do AFK raid den. Like, I love doing that. But it reaches a certain merchant level where you just have, like, almost too much going on. And we're kind of at that level. And it only gets more complicated from here. It's like the main thing that burns me out. It's just how many possibilities there are at any given time. I do not have any spare clockwork left. It's worth keeping in mind. Alright, what's our ground looking like? What do I even need? Alright, so I do have a wine left, so I can grab one free wine. Can't do much beyond that, though. Is this just telly to top left? It might be. It might be a telly top left angle. Oops, I did not mean to put those on top of each other. That's really bad. I think just telly top left and just backtrack it. Or we could walk, but I have no reason to walk. Oh, it might have been better to walk, though. It's just kind of awkward because I have to backtrack part of soap. You find Merchant very satisfying? Yeah, I would say it's pretty satisfying. It's really nice overall. Like, I like what they did with it. Like, we need more skills like Merchant. I think that's the main thing that makes Merchant feel a little bit burdening, is that there's not more than one of it. Like, it's just in such stark contrast to everything else. But if there was multiple of them that were like Merchant, then you'd have a little bit more variety whenever you want to do an option like Merchant, rather than being forced to have to do Merchant. Because right now, if you want, like, high-intensity skilling, it's, like, only Merchant. Maybe Detective, I guess? Because investigations are, like, somewhat complicated, but not really. Like, they're the next hardest thing, I would say, in the game. Merchant, by far the hardest. Second hardest being what we're going to be doing starting tomorrow, actually. And really going all-in starting Friday. Is doing investigations. I'll probably start doing investigation merchanting. And just combine the two and see how it works. Because I never really gave that a fair shot post 200 yet. And I feel like it might actually be fun post 200. Because the big issue with it pre 200 is a lot of the investigation locations go to areas where your low-level merchant doesn't need to go. But at high-level merchant, you route both of them together pretty easily. Foraging and gathering have been fixed today. Oh yeah, I was going over that at the beginning of the stream. I only did it for foraging. We got a foraging level and finished the current monument tier that we're on. Oh yeah, we're base 57 for skilling now. Since we got a forager level. But, yeah, we're showing that at the beginning of the stream. I was actually around when they did the double update for it this morning. I woke up in, like, the middle of the night, stayed up for several hours, being like, oh, yeah, I'll be perfectly rested for later in the day. And then completely crashed. Which is why we started so much later today. Though we'll be starting at a similar time tomorrow, though. But that's because of dentist appointment, though. Because I have a dentist appointment dead smack in the middle of the day that I already set up, like, a year ago. Or, like, half a year ago. Oh, I forgot to go buy, okay, well, it's not getting done now. I forgot to go buy, cup. We're too far away to go bother backtracking for it, though. I said, hello, Chad! Welcome, welcome. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Show me the good stuff. Not much of that is the good stuff. Alright, what's even our plan right now? I need to go bottom left. Yeah, this seems like a bottom left and middle route. Because I need my wine, I need our clockwork. I see an angle for this. I think we double buy wine, buy one cloth, double buy clockwork, turn in clockwork, turn in wine, buy tomato, turn in tomato and buy double pizza curry, so I don't have to go back there for a while. Yeah, I'm seeing an angle here. And I should be able to turn in both steak and cup. Oh wait, how? I won't have enough inventory. How much inventory do I need to make that run? I need 3. Oh wait, I can't buy anything then. Oh, that's kind of awkward. I could buy like 1 extra wine or something. I think I'll buy 1 extra clockwork just so I don't have to go back there. Wine's a lot easier to get to because of orange. Or is this way harder to go pick up some clockwork? But yeah, you only have enough inventory for 1 clockwork here. Oh no, 2 clockwork. No, 1. Yeah, I can only do 1. Alright, 1 clockwork. Oh, no, 2, because we're turning in 1. Wait, yeah. So 2. And it's only 1 spear is what I'm trying to say. But we need 2 of them because we already have a task for 1. But now we turn in clockwork, we turn in wine, we buy steak, we buy everything, turn them all in. And then at the end, we mass buy the chef items. And we should be good to go. So you take the clockwork, you take the wine. Also, so far on the poll, it seems like all 200 non-combat is winning. So we're going to probably go, after we finish 287 detective, go back to our other pivot. Which is, go back to what we were going to do earlier. Which is 200 woodcutting into carpentry. Doing them both simultaneously. Because that's a nice middle ground of both as well. Because you need that for making weapons. But it's also working towards 200 all. It's actually doing both simultaneously. Because we currently don't know how far the combat rework is away. So I want to try prioritizing them in an order that, you know, still helps both if we can. Oh, so what am I doing? Telly. Wait. I should have tellied immediately after buying that. Because I'm pretty sure it's way quicker doing this. Because the route I have to go do is turn in here. And then go grab all of our tasks from there. I'm not going to do the bounty thing right here, though. Going to get a nice clean slate. Oh, hello, Lamback. Hello, Stefan. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Mad Hatter. Vanessa, hello, too. Oh, let me go turn in these. Hello, Chad. Hello, John. Hello, Rico. Alright, and then we go turn in tomato and we should be good to go. Hello, No Creamy. Welcome. You like Merchant in theory, but it feels like a slog when you do it. Well, when I do it? I guess it's more fun when the XP is going up for yourself. Probably. I don't know, I haven't actually watched other people do Merchant. I probably should at some point. For all I know, I could be doing this like so absurdly inefficiently. But I don't know, someone who said they went for the 500 grind mentioned that they were getting like 1.5 levels per hour, and that's where we were at, so. It needs too much brain power, yeah. That's always been my issue with it. That's my only complaint with it. Is it requires too much effort. It's such a high intensity skill. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing. It's like the biggest upside and the biggest downside of Merchant. So I don't need a pre-buy orange here. Actually, I technically have... you know what? I'm going to do something weird. I'm going to do just an orange run right now. How many wines do I have on the ground? None? Alright, perfect. Wait, let me do a head count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, no, 5, 2, 6. Month numbers. 8, 9, 13. Yeah, I can. I could drop 3 wine to the ground. I was just double checking. Just making sure. Yeah, we could buy triple wine right now. I just wanted to double check I don't over encumber. So now we can go sell the orange, but then buy a full inventory of wine, then turn in the hammer. The hammer, I mean the burger. It's called the burger a hammer. There we go, turn in the hammer. 6 hammers. These are what hammers look like now. The tastiest looking hammers you've ever seen. So I forgot, I haven't even been using the side panel this whole time. Alright, we should be at max capacity on the ground now. Alright, another top left. Everything else here looks awful. Alright, we're just running what we have here then. I don't think I need anything from the ground. We just head over there. And we should be good to go. Yeah, there we go. We got our setup now. Alright. Nice wide setup for merchant. You're getting 200 miners soon? Nice. Have you been banking everything or dropping them? Because honestly, on my grind to 200 miner, I banked nearly everything, aside from a little bit of carbonies, for obvious reasons. Honestly, I should actually mine some carbonies. I only have like 400 banked. I really need like a couple thousand down the line. Especially if some of them are actually going to be good weapons. Because we're not going to have tier 6 for a while. Even if I go train it, we're not going to have it for quite a while. I almost have 200 smithing too? Nice. Yeah, honestly, that's one of the longer grinds in the game. 200 all for Mines of Matubin. Chino just mentioned that he got it earlier today. Huge achievement. I still don't have it for Mind Fighter, of course. Yeah, 200 all Mines of Matubin is honestly probably the hardest chapter to 200 all. Mostly because of the 3 production skills. Plus because mining's a little slow. It's not like the slowest skill in the game, but it's definitely on the slower side. If you're banking everything. Yeah, some of the banking routes are awful for mining. But yeah, technically we won't have 200 all there until combat rework. Obviously, not counting that we have it. But it is technically still a skill in that area. But we're not getting it up until we get 500 after the combat rework. Oh, speaking of hammers. Oh, so I'm putting all of our points during this merchant grind into alchemy passive. The main reason for this is if we ever want to go make the potion, I want to have access to it. Because we do eventually need this +4 boost potion. And I'd rather get some of the grind done or all of it done preemptively. So whenever we do actually need it, we're good to go. Or in case we ever feel like just running the passive. Go bank some of them in advance, and whenever we're in the area, just make a few. Because that one's actually really close to get. That's one thing that's really annoying about the smithing AFK. It's actually so far away from a teleport. But that's actually one of the closer ones, the alchemy AFK. It's annoying because you need a lot of supplies, but it's good because you don't need to go too far to go to the location. I'm just gonna do a double wine run here. That's why we're going pretty late. Also, can we get anything we actually need? We have, like, max capacity on the ground, and we're not getting a single task related to it somehow. Which is kind of insane. Yeah, Carbonate banking is so awful. Even doing it perfectly efficiently, it's like 1 minute per bank run. It is so bad. The only thing worse in the entire game is Sage, which is needed for the 7% and 10% Hope Forest XP pot. Because not only is Sage further, but you also have to go through a text box to get across the river. But yeah, Carbonice is the second worst object in the game to bank. Only outdone by Sage. They're both abysmal, though. Luckily, you don't have to do that much Sage. You only really need it if you're going for 500 Gatherer. Because you do it for a very short duration at the other range. You only have to do it for like 5 levels. You only have to do a lot of it post 200 when you're going for like 500. But it's like very few people. You're only doing that if you're planning on like 500 all for Hope Fars. You would start with Gatherer for the XP pot. But if you're not doing that, it is so pointless to even bother. Alright, let's go to this run. What's this angle? I think I actually have to drop Candle. I don't think I could turn in Candle on this. Yeah, what do I need? I need a set of this, and that's it. And then we just run. Oh, there is some interesting synergy, though. I can go back and grab the glasses task now. It's not worth doing the whole run from there, though. But I do want to grab it for next run in case it doesn't pop up. Just in case glasses in our next set. There we go. Just to ensure that it is. Not sure if that's worth the time, but we'll do it. But yeah, I really hope when trading comes out, they consider rebalancing how some banking works in the game. Just so there isn't as much of a need for runners. Because if you have trading enabled, runners are going to be like such a popular thing initially. But I hope they patch them out of existence. Like add enough quality of life where you never need a runner. Which would also affect Iron Man as well. Because some things are just way too annoying to bank right now. I'm really curious to see what the early days of trading is like in this game. It's one of the reasons I kind of want to do trading as well. Just so we can engage with every feature. But trading for the first few weeks, particularly the first week, is going to be crazy. Because the market's going to have no clue what to do, since there's no, like, grand exchange. Like, you can see one item one day going for 1 silver, and then the next day go for, like, 20 silver by someone else. Like, the market will literally be that volatile. Or within a single day, the same item could be going anywhere from 1 to 20 or 30 each. Alright, 1 level down, 4 to go. Or at least that's our goal. I'm not sure if we're actually going to go all the way. But that is our goal if we do try stretching to it. Keep doing merchant all the way until we have 227. As that allows me to do the merchant AFK tonight. Because right now I've just been doing smithing AFK. But it's a little bit dead right now because we don't have the 247 better one yet. So I've kind of just been dumping in a bunch of knowledge into it while doing detective. But now I've been putting it into detective because detective's in a deader area than my smithing is. Alright, oh, we'll do that. What else is there? That's free. I'll wait for the next reset, set the ground. You don't think the devs want to max until more quality of life quest updates? Yeah, maxing will get increasingly easier over time. Not just because of quest XP rewards that will skip a lot of the grinds here and there in between. But also, look at how much XP gain you get from something like Spider Nest quests. There are some activities that you gain like 4 times more XP rate from Spider Nest. Assuming you were going to bank. Like, it's actually insane the ratio of how much better you get from it. I'm taking a rhubarb. But I'm not running rhubarb. We're running everything else. Yeah, just this and turn in dust. I just realized. Oh, okay, good. I do. I was gonna say, do I not have a clockwork? I do. Wait, do we have a wine? I do. Give me that, actually. Because I could turn in wine for free. Oh, is that everything? I just need 1 set of dust, and we should be good to go. Alright, off we go. I'm gonna have to double trade her, though. That's fine. You're almost at 60 smithing? Nice. Also, keep in mind, you can +2 boost. I actually recently got both of my 2 accounts to 59, or, you know, the 2 alts. We'll need to do an alt check-in at some point. Because right now, they are currently getting, they did 59 Mindfighter. They did 58 Smithing, which both of them you could +2 boost from. But now the only thing they have left to do is 38 Bone Right and 44 Stonemason. And then I can have them both camp till 500 of production skill. Or at least that's the current game plan, unless I pivot them over to alchemy. I'm pretty sure I'm still keeping them on the plan of getting 500. One's going to get 500 bone right, the other one's going to get 500 stonemason, just so we can ignore it for a while. And then we have access to those without having to do trading. You know, we'd still be trading, but we'd be trading with ourselves. If that makes sense. I would still need a middleman to help trade with how trading would work at launch, though. But hopefully they'll fix that so trading between accounts is way better. Because trading between accounts is going to be really clunky when it first comes out. That will likely be fixed in the future. But at least upon release, it's going to be really bad. Because you're going to need a middleman to trade from account to account with how it's going to release. Luckily, we have a bunch of people we could probably trust, so we should be fine. We'll find out when someone steals our level 300, 400, 4-star. Really? You're queuing it instead of moving? That's kind of annoying. Actually, you know what? When doing this, honestly, I should turn off queuable action. It's actually more beneficial when doing this activity to have queue off. Yeah, let me go do that real quick. Because I think it is actually way better to have queue off for this. That way you always know whatever click you're doing is a real click and not a queue click. Also makes it so you don't accidentally misclick on a thief. Or if you do, you can easily just click off of it. No, I'm just going to wait out the board. It's probably not worth doing. Snow Globe is a no-go. I'm probably abandoning it. My current ground does not support Snow Globe. Oh, it's also a good time to get our timer resynced. Because I think it's fallen behind a little. Not by much. It is like slightly behind. Now it's slightly ahead. Alright, Clockwork. We should have this. I'm not sure if we do, though. Alright, Snow Globe, you're out. Other things that are actually good, you're in. Alright, I do not have one on the ground, but we're routing to it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I only need one set of candle. The orange I can grab on route, so I don't need to grab my ground orange. Alright, I think we're good to go. This looks like a perfectly fine run. Yep, 197 miner. Nice. 3 more to go. Shouldn't take that long at all for iron. Yeah, iron with queuable action is so nice now. Not that it was bad before, but the quality of life on that in particular is so good. I can't wait till we get to the blue ore and try it on that. Because I haven't been able to do Flatinium since the rework. Because we're way out of range, but we can start doing it again at 262 mining whenever we get to it. Slowly but surely, we've been getting mining levels from our brimstone thing. Actually, we even got one today. When I took it 2 hours ago. Which I think was before the stream, not after the stream. But yeah, I took it before the stream. After a bit of a nap. And, yeah, we gained a mine level from it. We're at 241 now. We've been slowly getting a trickle of levels coming in from that. It's not a huge amount, but it's been adding up. At our current level range, because it's like a post-200 one, like every like 5 or 6 turn-ins, we're gaining a mining level. Which means like every few days, even if I don't train mining, I'm still getting a mining level. Unfortunately, we don't get an upgrade for that until a while. Next upgrade's not until all the way at 380. I'm definitely not doing that grind, no worries. Even if I did do a mining grind, I'm not going all the way to 380. It's just so overkill. That is when the next venture upgrade is. I'm doing it for this because we're already doing the venture every day anyways. But this is just too far of a grind. Like, this 231 one is close enough to 241, that's fine. But our current 197 is just too far from where our detective level is, so we're going for the next one. The other reason why I'm going for the detective, if you guys are wondering why I'm doing, like, one of the worst skills in the game. But, it's so we don't have to do it when we do the 500 combat rework. This is actually prep for 500 combat. It might not seem like it, but you're going to have to do it anyways when you do 500 Chronopolis. Because it just makes sense to do 500 watch person detective together. And we're doing the grind that isn't any slower, or isn't any quicker after the combat rework. Doing raid dens is going to be quicker, but doing detective itself, like investigations in the dead zones, you're still going to have to do even after the combat rework. Because there are a lot of dead zones, where, particularly 3 of them, where you basically have to do contracts instead of, Oh, I forgot to buy banana. No! Wait. But there are a couple dead zones where you're pretty much forced to have to do normal investigations. There's about 3 of them. Definitely 2 of them. But, yeah, you pretty much have to do them. Okay, what am I even doing right now? Why am I just running? I don't know. Because I was going to turn in banana. My brain has failed. I'm just turning clockwork, I guess. And then we'll do like a bottom route kind of thing or something. I have no clue. But yeah, we ran over there to go turn in banana that I don't have. We could have bought it. I forgot to grab it while I was there. Oh, whoops. Knew I forgot something. That's the only problem with doing merchant. It's so hard to like look at chat and focus on like anything else while doing this. I need to start like almost doing it off stream or something. But off stream, I just want to kind of like AFK raid dens, especially right now since we actually need the XP at the moment. Because we're so close to our 267, so we can start training it manually. Oh, we should be able to start tomorrow. Alright, what is not awful here? Not much. Depends what route we're doing. What even is this route? Obviously, we turn in dust. Yeah, I guess this is bottom, and then we go do a proper top to middle. I didn't double check to see if I have enough ground to actually buy a whole thing of clockwork, though. I might just abandon even doing the cloth. And just try getting a good run in a minute. Don't say bananas too much, we might call Lester. I haven't seen Lester in a while. Did he even show up for the Monday Gems of War stream? I'm not sure if he did. Must have been busy. The Banana Man. That reminds me, did I even remember to do dailies yesterday? Oh no. I almost forgot about that. Hopefully I did. Because I kind of crashed last night from the cold. So I actually have no clue if I actually did them or not for that game. I think I did. I hope so. Because there's one daily right now that you actually get penalized for not doing. There's normally not any like that, but the current Lunar New Year event is kind of like that. Luckily I already have most of the rewards, so it mostly only costs us like 50 extra gems. So it's not too big a deal. Yeah, I can't even remember if I did it or not. Honestly, that's the only thing that makes me forget to do dailies in that game. Is forgetting if I have or haven't already done it on a given day. Because I crashed hard last night. Because of the cold and everything. It's gonna take a while to get my sleep schedule back on normal. Especially since I have to wake up so early tomorrow. There's a bunch of errands I want to run with the dentist appointment. No, I'll take this one. This one's easier to turn in. Oh, is that everything? Should be everything. Oh wait, are we finally out of dust? Yeah, we are. Yep, the final dust run. Now we need to go buy more. Alright, let's not forget our banana this time. I don't see any way that we could, though. It's like the biggest objective we have in this current set. Be kind of hard to forget. That's like the whole run is to go to banana here. It's like half the run. How's our merchant level doing? Alright, we gained a little over a level already. I forget exactly the exact time we started doing merchant, though. The stream's been going for an hour and a half, but I forget when we started it. You got to 193 blacksmith before you got to flint. Nice. Now you're just spamming iron. Yeah, iron is so nice. I am actually still doing iron pretty much at level 241. I'm 241 mining and is still most efficient to do iron. Because carbon is so far from a bank. It's actually kind of crazy. But if you're banking, it is actually still, even at that level range, better to do that iron that you're currently doing right now. And it feels really good when you first unlock it, but you have to stay on it for like 50 levels. You don't get a better rock till like 247. And unfortunately, it's a stone, not even an ore. Honestly, I think that's going to be something that's going to be underpriced initially when trading first comes out. Is carbonese ore. I feel like people are going to sell it for way cheaper than it really should be. It's one thing on a long list of things I feel like when trading first comes out is going to be like dirt cheap. The other one that is pretty likely is cooking supplies. Because I know the first thing I want to go do is buy like a couple thousand bread. From all the people buying bread. Buy bread from the people buying bread. Is anything under 1 silver each is a steal for them. That's interesting. When you do that, the auto recenter actually applies. Yeah, I know. I'm so glad that Leagues is done as well. Now we can go back to the true old school RuneScape content. The going multiple times dry for a cosmetic pet. We are currently at... What's our woodcutting XP at right now? We are at 74 million XP with no beaver pet. Wonderful. We've been here for 3 months, over 1,000 hours. We get to start the true content up again. No more high exhilarating leagues. Back to the nice, calm, hitting tree for months on end, for thousands of hours on end. At some point, we will get that beaver. I'm too committed now. We're in too deep to back off now. We're in far too deep. There's no going back. Which is kind of funny too. You know what I saw in my recommended the other day? There's a hardcore Iron Man trying to go for every pet in the game. If he has my luck, he'll finish in the next 10 years. It's actually one of the hardest things you can do in old school RuneScape. But the main thing that makes it hard is more so the time commitment, rather than necessarily the difficulty of it. Though it is somewhat hard to do on hardcore. Yeah, Mutts. Yeah, I saw a thumbnail for it. I didn't actually see the video though because I didn't have time. I saw the thumbnail. He wants to go get every pet. He has way more than I have right now, though he's also been playing the hardcore way longer than we have. And has also played multiple hardcores. This is only our first one. Yeah, he has the best hardcore in the game. I believe he's the only hardcore with master or grandmaster achievements done. The Zuck Helm. Which is already hard to do on its own, but he's also the only hardcore that has it. I believe he also has Blood Torva, which is the hardest thing pretty much to do in the entire game. Especially on an Iron Man, because of how much you have to camp next is so annoying. Though the master route for next is pretty chill. It's actually one of the good ways to get elite clue scrolls on Iron Man. Because I normally use that whenever I need elite clues. Because you have a chance of getting Torva armor randomly while doing those. Wait, why did I come all the way over here? What am I doing? Whoops. All I need to go do is turn in Pumpkin. Honestly, I might as well just tele back. It's not even worth doing that at this point. Yeah, I tried taking the Awakened bosses during League, like Leviathan. Like, completely blind. I had no clue what was going on. Like, last League. But his most recent league, Vardorfus wasn't too bad. I could definitely see it being scary on a hardcore though. Like, that fight is good until it's not. Like, you make one mistake, you, like, auto-die. I don't have any curry on the ground. That's kind of unfortunate. Do I have wine on the ground? Yes, I do. Good. I guess I'm teleporting back, because I can't really not teleport back. Like, curry is actually worth a lot. I keep forgetting. That's actually a nice turn-in. I don't have any more curry on the ground, though. But I do have a clockwork on the ground. Alright, give me that. Give me one of these. I think this is the exact inventory space. No, it's not. I gotta not turn something in. I think we opt to not turn in clockwork. I have to not turn one thing in. Otherwise, I don't have enough inventory. Yeah, I haven't really done anything too scary on my hardcore yet. We definitely need to at some point. I just haven't really had the time recently. Because the initial goal was to max. And I got that done back in September. But then I got sick in October. And then obviously Brighter Shores came out in November. So I haven't really had any time to play the max hardcore since it's max pretty much. It's been stuck trying to get one single pet for over 1,000 hours straight. Like every second we played Brighter Shores, it has been just whacking a tree. And it's been doing that for a month prior to this. So 958 hours plus a month of time is how long it's been whacking that tree so far. Pretty much. And still does not have it. Yeah, Awakened, I did try that. I've actually tried I've never actually done Desert Treasure 2 in Ultimate RuneScape yet, which is the scary thing for doing it on the hardcore. But I have fought in every boss during leagues. And overall, out of the 4, I would actually say that Whisper was probably the most annoying. Because it's really gear checky, and it's also very, oh wait, I forgot, I need that over there, don't I? It's really gear checky, and it's also really, puzzle-based. Compared to an average boss. Like, every attack it has is basically a puzzle. Which, once you know, is pretty easy, but until you learn is kind of really annoying. It's more of a puzzle boss than it is a actual boss. It's basically a puzzle with a DPS check. More than it is a boss. But we'll definitely stream it at some point. As I mentioned the other stream that we're doing yesterday, I still have not streamed the hardcore since Brighter Shores has come out. The last stream was like early October before I got sick. Actually, I think I still was sick during that stream. It was one of the last streams we did before we got like absurdly sick. We're still only like partially sick then. It was before like the sickness really set in. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, do I buy Snow Globe? I think it's finally buy Snow Globe time. Game looks like it wants me to go grab Snow Globe. Which means I technically don't need this run. Oh, I don't have any clockwork on the ground, or of the other thing. That's not ideal. But I think this is just a double burger, buy Snow Globe run. I'm not gonna go too crazy on Snow Globe, though. I think like 18 is fine. Don't want to overbuy it too much. Because it requires a really specific pathing to be worth turning in. And if I don't also have clockwork on the ground, it's not worth the pathing. But yeah, you know what? I think that will be what we do then. Once the hardcore gets the beaver pet finally, we'll finally do a stream of old school RuneScape. Like, properly. Because we still have it since Brighter Shores. Because Leagues doesn't count. That's not what the real game is like. Like, at all. But we definitely will at some point. Though I'm probably going to full screen it when we do, though. Especially if we're doing anything dangerous. Because my full attention needs to be on making sure the hardcore doesn't die. We'll still have like a small little tab of our guy probably doing detective. You know, doing raid dens. But it would have to be full screen old school just so we don't die. It's something I need to get used to too when we do ever start playing on it again. Because in Brighter Shores, death is just a benefit. Which is a really weird feeling. Like, it's actually beneficial to die in Brighter Shores. Alright, what does this run? I'm starting with a full inventory of everything. This is one of the weirdest runs we've had in a while. This would actually be amazing if we had the clockwork thing too. But then again, I guess I don't have the inventory for it. Not sure where I'm getting that inventory from. But I'm going to turn in globe, then teleport over, then do a sweep through middle. And then end it on... actually, what are we ending it on? Oh, we ended on orange. Oh, I should have double-checked how much wine I have on the ground. Now, what's our merchant level at? We've gotten 1.5 levels so far, it looks like, after we finish this run. Not too bad. We're getting there. Which means we still need like 3.5 if we want to go all the way. I think we're going to. Shouldn't be that bad. We're already this far already. Yeah, we're going for it. We're going for level... that will be our end goal for this stream. And then we'll go back to the warm bed with the Steam Deck from all the cold snow. And go AFK the raid dens. But this will allow us for when I go to bed tonight to be able to AFK merchant. Because currently I don't have a better AFK to be doing at the moment. Because almost every single one's in a dead zone. It's kind of weird because my AFKs are actually in dead zones right now. Something I didn't think would ever happen. But apparently that's a thing. Because of course they gain XP similar to every other activity in the game. But some of them actually have dead zones where they're not as good of value to be doing compared to actually training the skill. Like pretty much vice versa. Or even though it's post 200, it's better be training the skill or knowledging it up than it is to actually do the AFK activity. Because there's a different AFK activity at a better threshold. Because right now my smithing's like that. I need 247 before it's good again. It's actually really bad at 245 and 246. Not that it's any worse, but you know, that level range is a bit more dead compared to other things we could be running. Like right now, let's say we had the 200 alchemy one. Like that's going to be max efficiency because this is 200 AFK. Same as we get to 227 AFK for merchant. It'd be really good because we're right at 227. But this one's like 8 levels away from its current level range or something. Something absurdly high. Oh, we just got the Chronopolis 5% AFK. We're never going to make that. The alts will. Our main account won't, though. So hopefully I didn't need wine. I assume I already had wine on the ground, which is why I didn't pick up any there. The problem is I don't know how much wine I have. Okay, 6, that's fine. It's not a lot, but it's more than none. Ideally, we want a top left run so we can go get Pocket Watch stocked up. Alright, that is top left run material. Let me go reset my ground and then we'll go double check it. Oh, so I still got a spare candle from that other run. Oh, the spare pizza's about to come in. Really handy right now. Let's see what our run is. Come on, something good. All perfect. Love to see it. Alright, we got to run. Alright, let's go. Top left we go. Where am I going? We're going to over there. That should work out perfectly then. Oh, one problem. I can't do double meat. I'm only gonna have enough inventory by the time I get there to do one meat. Because pumpkin's gonna over encumber us. Alright, so what do we need here? We double buy pocket watch, sell pizza, then head the middle. I guess I ignore rib. If I had to ignore one or the other, we definitely ignore rib. As the steak is actually free to turn in. The rib we actually have to go out of our way for. But yeah, the problem right now is we don't do any turn-in. So I can only do one or the other. And steak is better to take in based on our pathing. As well as just in general. It's almost always better to do steak rather than rib. You don't get rib until... you don't get steak until later, though. Rib you get like level 0. Or level 2 or something. Which is probably why steak's like a little bit better. If we had to do one or the other, it's definitely steak every time. I can't think of a single situation where the other rib would be better. Unless we wanted to do it with the pot. Or the teacup, whatever it's called. Because if I wanted to do rib, we'd have to go all the way over there. But this one's right over here, which goes really well to right over there. As well as to pretty much everything. It's right in the dead center of Chronopolis. Can't really get more centered than this. It's right in the alleyway of a billion paths going everywhere. Which is way better than having to go off-center a little. The only benefit of the other one is right next to the tower. So if you're teleporting into there, it's not as bad. But it's only relevant if you're, like, really far away. Alright, there we go. 1.5 levels down. 3.5 to go. Yeah, I'm not stopping till we get it. I don't care how bad our merchant starts to get. The stream does not end until we have 227 merchant. And now I'll go back to AFKing the raid dens. Off stream though, of course. What even is this run? I'm not liking it. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but I'm not liking it. Do I have manacles still on the ground? No. I'm about to abandon it. Oh, I already preemptively have candle, which is interesting. Is that relevant at all? I feel like it is while also not being at all. Let's didn't I just reset this ground? Oh no, I'm not liking this run. I'm just gonna wait. I kind of want to turn this into a top left run. Rather than go through that middle sweep. About to start like mass deleting. Particularly these three. We're gonna do it right now just so I can't back out. There we go, we've committed to it. Oh no, I got rid of one I needed though. Wait. I meant to get rid of this one. No! I accidentally deleted one of the wrong ones. It's fine though. Alright, we can get them next run. Alright, let's go top left and clear out the other ones then. Actually, I could probably do a full sweep if we have enough time, depending where our time cycle's at. I really gotta restock our ground though. Our ground's getting really lame. Got almost nothing on the ground right now. The only thing I can restock with this run is wine. I only have 6 on the ground, so I can grab, I guess, a little more. 18 at max, though. Because honestly, wine's not that hard to restock. Maybe we're trying to keep, like, 12 on the ground. Due to orange, it has become basically free to go get at any given time. Because orange is such good value that you basically always have to take it. It feels weird coming here without buying anything. I feel naked anytime I go there and not buy an item. Just do a sell rather than a buy. Because I feel like anytime we're ever in Soap Shop, we're buying something. But nope, not this time. I think I ignore Clockwork. I wish there was enough room for me to have bought in more. I probably should have filled up like my whole inventory. Because I'm not running Clockwork this run, so it would have made sense to at least grab one extra spare. Because right now I'm gonna go grab these two, I think. I just double turn them in on bottom. Better wait for next cycle. You know what? I'm just gonna wait for next cycle. I do like a top left to bottom run or something. And by top left, I mean like middle top to bottom. Get like a snow globe in there, a portrait. Clear these all the way to south. Get like something bought from south. Orange, perfect, even more. And cycle with what we need. Pizza's pretty free. I think I have one on the ground, right? No. Abandoned. I don't know. Is it worth abandoning? What do I have here? I'd rather... we'll keep it. Anyways, what am I doing? I'm doing a bottom run. No, I'm doing a middle... What even is this run? Wait, I need orange. Give me that. A lot of what I want for this run isn't in my inventory right now. I'll take the scenic route. Only thing we can't do is banana or pizza. Also, so far, the new circle system has been pretty good for Chronopolis. Been enjoying it. Makes some things better, some things worse, but overall, makes it really clear where you can go compared to before. Alright, show me a top left to middle. Not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, did I forget to buy wine earlier? I did. Wow, my ground is like non-existent right now. Yeah, I don't even have dust. Do we just... I don't know what do we need here. I think I have to get rid of banana, as weird as that may seem. It's just awkward all around. What even is this run? Yeah, I see what I want to do. I don't like it, though. Wait, it doesn't even work, though, because I can't even buy them up properly. Because I have no inventory, too. I hate this run so much. What am I doing? Plate into double burger? While buying, I guess, some candles while we're there. And wine. Because I was going to buy these two up, but didn't realize I have too much stuff in my inventory to even bother. Because they all get turned in after, not before. Which is awful. What's even sadder is I actually can't mass buy candle either. Because none of this gets turned in beforehand. It all gets turned in at the wine lady. But I can still do 6 candle, 18 wine. That we can do. Alright, now we gotta go do a middle run. And then after that middle run, we gotta do a top left run. Ideally, we want to see like tomato curry and pizza, and I think that's it. Or anything that's like absurdly free to turn in on middle. Alright, not quite, but we'll make it work. The problem with this run is I get to turn in 1 total item. This is a 1 item turn in. I'm gonna buy 24 or 12. This run is just to set up our next run. Yeah, steak's the only thing I turn in here. Also, dust is probably getting abandoned. It'd be worthwhile if we had some on the ground. We haven't been able to buy any for a while, though. Hey, no creamies here. Also, so far it's overwhelmingly do 200 all for the poll right now. Which means we're doing woodcutting carpentry after this then. Well, not after this, but you know. After all of this detective grinding. You're doing ventures? Yeah, I had a feeling, because you said you were mining earlier. So that'd be the only other reason you'd be in the center of town square. I figured it's such. It's one of the whole reasons we're doing the 287 detective grind right now. Because whenever we take that venture, it's worth way, way, way more. They scale kind of similarly to how other things do post 200. Where they kind of just skyrocket like crazy. But how much value they give. Is that everything? Should be. Bit of a weird run. Because we're going all the way over here to just purely just to turn in. We're actually not buying anything. And most, I guess I could buy 3 clockwork just to have it. Or, sorry, 1 set of clockwork, I mean. But there's not a single other thing I need to buy while we're over here. Ooh, I just realized. Oh no, we're fine, never mind. We did the math right. I was gonna say, we're gonna have to turn in one of those meats before the trophy, but, or before we could buy everything, but no, we don't actually need to. Because I forgot the candle gets turned in beforehand. Hey, how's our alchemy doing? We're at 15 knowledge right now. To be able to unlock the AFK activity, I would need 37. I'll get like about 12 up to that point, give or take a little. Maybe like 15, which is like 4, which is not enough. But we're one step closer for when we do eventually get it. We're definitely not getting enough knowledge for it this stream, that's for sure, though. That wasn't really the goal of this stream, though, but it was to try to work towards it, if nothing else. But there is 0 chance we're getting all the way. Oh, the guy's sitting on the bench. He must be waiting for thieves. He's waiting for the thieves to come to him. Why go to the thieves when the thieves can come to you? There's something nice about this circle. You can always get back to the tower from any of these side rooms. Before you weren't able to do that with the 2-room limit, but now you always can because of the circle limit. Alright, come on, show us a good board. Alright, we can work with that. Barely, though, because most of this is not good. Wow, this is a really small run, but sure. I just run. I don't even need to do anything beyond that. I was turning this in and then teleporting back. There's not much we can do. Ugh. Next run looks like a center sweep. And then we'll probably have to restock top left. Wait, is that my ground despawn? Oh no. I thought I reset my wines. Oh no, some of my ground died. I think it was just my wines though. Like my older wine. Luckily it's pretty easy to go cycle, but it's still kind of annoying. That's free, that's free. That's for later. And that's it. Alright, we're out of here. I probably should have gotten rid of my second rug. Whoops. Oh well. It's not that big a deal. I don't think we're actually buying anything this run. I guess that is one bad thing about the stake in the middle. Because if I didn't have this stake, I could have just teleported to go turn in the other two. But the stake actually forces us to have to walk to middle. Which is slower than just having to teleport to this area right here. We still don't have dust. I think this is finally the dust runtime. Gonna run literally just dust. Honestly, I think it's worth it. It's just such a free turn-in. So why do you need to use item on that guy? Oh, do you do that during Fortune Hold? You might. I don't have too much of a recollection of doing Fortune Hold quests. Like, obviously we did, because it's done and everything. But I don't recall almost anything that happened. I basically just got a bunch of random junk for some Cyclops. They had a little party. Then the area was attacked. And then, yeah, and then everything got resolved by killing everyone. Interesting. I'm seeing some conflict of interest here. A lot of conflict of interest. That is Telly. Hello, birdies. Rockbird. Not sure why. I know they look nothing like them. But whenever I see a bird in like that kind of like general range, I think of a chocobo. I know they look nothing like them. But they do remind me of them. But they kind of have like that ostrich body type. Of like really tall bird, but not like absurdly tall. Oh, I forgot orange. That's kind of one of the whole reasons I came here, isn't it? Oh, give me double orange. To be honest, I might need to go order like a heated blanket or something. I'm not used to this area being so cold. Have any of you guys else got in the United States gotten hit by the cold wave? Because I'm pretty sure most of the United States got hit by it. But yeah, we got snow for the first time ever in like a decade. I always mentioned in the past, like, oh, we never get snow here. And it's like, oh, well, not this year. There'll be snow this year. So I'm gonna do something weird that I haven't done before. I got a plan. I'm actually gonna drop my oranges off at the market. There's one bad thing about this house. It doesn't really retain temperature too well. He's just taken a lot of hurricane damage over the years. And definitely doesn't have the best of insulation. So it gets a lot more affected by outside temperature. It's one of the reasons we need to go get the floor fixed as well. There's almost some cave-ins on the floor. From like past hurricane damage. It's one of the other reasons we need to go replace the floor probably next month. Which whenever that does happen, it's probably gonna be a few days we won't be able to stream. I'll try to, but if it takes them more than a day, we probably won't be able to. And I highly doubt they're finishing that in one day. Wait, do I not have... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, where's my oranges at? I forgot, I left them outside. I dropped them over here so I could do the other run. But now they're all the way over here. Well, that still works, but there we go. Forgot about that. Actually, I'm gonna do a really weird run. Not sure if it's worth it. I am gonna do it. Oh wait, I don't have any clockwork on me? That's not ideal. Well, what I'm gonna go do is, I'm gonna go buy ribs and cups. I'm then gonna go teleport, turn them in, and then go all the way bottom, turn in orange, and then go buy like a full inventory of snow globe. And just turn in whatever you can. Speaking of snow. But yeah, no day has ever felt more like winter than like last night and today. Feels like it's December 25th right now. 1 month off. Which is kind of funny because I think on Christmas Day it was like almost 50, 60, 70 degrees in my area. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to teleport. Oh, too late now. What I meant to do was teleport over and then route down. I was going to teleport there, then go down there, then go get snow globe, then teleport back. I didn't mean to walk this. It's actually slower too, but oh well. We're in too deep to go back now. Meanwhile, heat wave in Australia, yeah. Temperature's been crazy. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Up, Mouse. Yes, still on that leatherworker grind. I think they basically lock themselves a leatherworker until they get 500. Yep, wrong shop. Yeah, they mentioned that the other day. And they're banking quite a bit of it as well for Chapter 5. I do plan to at some point as well. Another reason I've been selling is because our cash stack has been at perpetual 0. But the second trading comes out, I'm probably never selling a hide again. I'm just saving every last one for Chapter 5. Because trading should immediately fix any money issue we're ever going to have for forever. Because you could train anything to make money rather than have to do like merchant leatherworker. Though we will make quite a bit of money from detective. Detective at 267 makes about as much as merchant is right now. Which is not that bad at all. It's actually pretty good money. It's over a gold an hour. We got rug. Gotta do the rug pull. Oh, where am I going? I forgot, the stack is so big, grabbing all of them doesn't actually get rid of this stack. Alright, oh no, I don't have Pocket Watch. That's kind of sad. Oh, this would have been such a great round if we had Pocket Watch. I think I just turn in Snow Globe and Telly back. Do you know what I kind of want to go do? Buy one soap and buy like triple Pocket Watch. Don't turn in this soap, but buy it. Hope Owen does on the merchant grind. Surprised I haven't seen them that much today. Because they've probably been doing merchant this whole time. It's only like the second time we've seen them. Alright, I still haven't done the one-time kill on these. Should I go for it real quick? I got to. See how bad they are. Also, I have no clue why I opened with range. I kind of forgot. They're not melee. I never claimed the one-time bonus for them. I'll just get like a 4-star randomly. What's our penalty right now? It doesn't even say. But I never bothered getting the one-time bonus. The sad thing is it might actually kill me. Even though we're 20 levels above it. Alright, show me your drop. And we got nothing but a one-time bonus. Figured we'd kill one while we're in the area, so we don't have to do it later. But we killed everything up to 265. Both of these are weak to blue, so I'm not making that rapier until after the crafting rework, though. Which is why I haven't gone any further than the wasp. Because everything beyond that, I just want to wait for combat rework. There's no point in making one now when it's going to be 60 levels higher in like a month from now or less. Hello, MK Jets, and thank you for leaving a like on the stream. Greatly appreciated. If you guys haven't already, it also helps out a lot and greatly appreciated. But yeah, I can't wait for the next big update. Obviously, we got like a mini one today for Brighter Shores. I'm still hungry for that next like mega update. Like, so far from the mega checklist before launch, the only thing we've gotten so far is leaderboard. And the biggest feature we've gotten since launch is probably queuable action. But we haven't gotten a lot of the other beefy updates yet. With trading likely being the next one to come to the game. Actually, you know what? Plates are actually really good value to take here. Surprisingly. Wish I had a rug. I can't take that other one here. Wait, what do I do here? Do I just telly over? Well, that's kind of lame. It's actually a pretty small run. Because all I can do is soap, plates, and souvenir. Might even not be worth doing souvenir. But if nothing else, this is where I can get 12 candle, 12 wine. This is like the restock run. And hey, only 3 levels to go after we get that level coming in. So close, yet so far. Which means we're not even halfway there yet. Though it also has only been like 2 hours of doing merchant, because the first half an hour was just messing around with some stuff. So we're making pretty good time. We're getting 1 level an hour, roughly, which is exactly where we should be. Once again, I should teleport it all the way over. I keep making this mistake. I keep doing this every run, where I keep walking from like here to here when I should be teleporting to there to there. This is the slow way to get here. Oh, so we almost made 2 gold so far. Any gold that we get is being dumped into magnifying glass. It's not going to get us to 25, but we can easily earn the money while we're doing it, the activity. So it doesn't matter too much. Because initially we're only going to have like a level 20-ish magnifying glass. But as we do the activity, it'll be upgraded to 25. I'm curious to see what the money per hour comes onto for it. It should be slightly over gold. I've never actually done it before, so I'm not sure the exact amount. But it should be anywhere from like 1 to 1.5 gold an hour. While doing detective. At 267. But any gold we make from it just going straight back into my magnifying glass until it's level 25 though. So technically we're making 0 initially. Not that we're literally making 0, but you know, all of it's being reinvested the second we get it. Every time we get a few gold, we're just going to go back and get our 0.4% upgrade or something. Hey, we finally got rug. Alright, what do I need? Oddly enough, not rug. Is that all I need? Am I going all the way over to pizza? What am I restocking on if I do? Oh no, I killed the ground! How? I'm so confused. Did I just not grab enough? How on earth did I kill my pocket watches? What happened? I'm so confused. How did I kill some on my pocket watch? Our ground has like nothing on it. I am so confused. How on earth did that even happen? Hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Has it been cold over there? Because we finally got snow for the first time in like a decade. It is so cold here right now. Like the heater's barely even doing anything right now. Oh, you thought I wasn't streaming today? Oh no, I still was. I ended up waking up really early. Just from the cold and everything. And I wasn't able to get back to sleep. But then I got so tired later in the day, by like 10 a.m. that I need to nap a bit. And then, yeah, I kind of crashed. So we started a bit later. Yeah, I meant to start around noonish. But the cold kind of affected my sleep schedule. Tomorrow's going to be pretty similar to today, where we start close to like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Not because of sleep, but because of the dentist appointment and running some errands around there. Because I'm going to be busy most of the morning and afternoon. Oh, we should still be doing a stream around the same time we started today. And tomorrow's goal is to reach 267 detective. Tomorrow's stream does not end without 267 detective. We're also going to try the new activity. Obviously, it's not like new. Though it does have some kind of new mechanic. But yeah, tomorrow's goal is to get 267 detective and start working on the activity. And then on Friday, we could do a full, like, length stream of it. And start really getting the power grind on. Because I want to finish it by Saturday if we can. I think that's realistic. It'll take a bit of a grind, but I think that's really doable. I'm doing it. 24. Let the overkill commence. I forgot how many oranges I have on the ground. But I'm perfectly fine with overkilling our clockwork. I think I only have 6 on the ground right now. Only. That's still good. Only 5 of that. Let me double check a ground item real quick. Let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. Oh, I can't drop these all to the ground or something dies. Well, that's not ideal. How do we do this? Do I drop them one at a time? This is gonna be so slow. Oh, wait, I should have taken my board. No, wait. I missed out on the board. Wait, I could just grab one item and then drop them all. Let's grab, like, one thing off the ground. What do I need for this run? Wine? Give me that wine. And I could drop them all on the ground properly. Alright, this is where the deterioration starts setting in. Alright, we should be good to go now. Let me just reset the whole ground just in case, though. Oh, this is kind of awkward, though, to reset these. No! I just deleted something! No! I clicked all! No! This is the whole thing I was trying to avoid! What did I delete? I deleted something. Or did I not? Something should have gone deleted. Yeah, some of my pocket watches got deleted. No! Again! It happened a second time now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we should be good to go now. That should be, yeah, that's correct now. Anyways. At some point, I will not delete my pocket watches. It will eventually happen. Alright, what on earth is our run right now? Sell, pocket watch. Give me my thing. Oh, so this is like the slowest merchant run ever. Alright, let's go do our thing. Also, I'm still keeping on to that one clockwork as if I'm gonna do it. I keep not doing it all. I keep keeping it as if it's gonna get done. As if I have hope it will eventually get completed. And I keep not doing it. I just realized, did I come over here just for rhubarb? Because that's pretty bad value. And yes, I did. That's not ideal. We're already too far to back down now. Yeah, this is super not worth it. I thought we had more synergy than that. But we came all the way over here just for one item turn-in. And now I'm going all the way over here just for one item turn-in. Don't delete the banana. I actually haven't been doing ground bananas for a while now. Also, why did I bother doing plate? I have enough snow globes and everything. I know, I guess I'll run it. It's not really that worth running. Unless we get clockwork while down there. But I don't have enough room on my ground to buy anything. So I'm only buying like a double clockwork. Which I guess is still worth it. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot to turn in wine. Yeah, the deterioration of doing merchant's starting to set in. It only took us 2 hours. We're already getting merchant deterioration. We finally hit the threshold. Maybe we won't go all the way then. We'll see. Because once merchant deterioration starts setting in, we're start getting like 20% less efficient. It's kind of weird because merchant you got to do for like 15 minutes before it starts getting really good. But after like 2 or 3 hours, I start getting worse at it. So there's like a sweet spot around like the 15-minute to like an hour and a half mark where it's really good rate. But then it just tanks because I keep getting worse at it. I'm going to do a bold move and mass buy this. This is probably a really bad idea given our current ground situation. We finally got 200 miner? Nice. Yeah, miner's pretty slow. And based on the poll, we're definitely going for 200 all next. After the detective grind. Also, this might not look like it, but this is technically the detective grind, even though we're doing only merchant. Oh, whoops. What am I doing? I forgot. Plate goes over here. Oh gosh, I'm losing it. Yeah, I think we might only go for 225. Because I am completely losing it right now in merchant. I think it's definitely this cold that's affecting me too. Definitely not thinking straight. We need to do something way chiller to go with the cold. Luckily tomorrow we will be. Tomorrow we'll be finishing the AFK detective to 267 and then actually do an active detective, finally. I'm scared to drop these on the ground because my ground is very volatile right now. No, we didn't get any synergy. What even are these tasks? It's like it wants me to go buy clockwork, but I already bought clockwork. What am I supposed to do? I already bought the thing that it wants me to go buy. Is that it? I think that's it. Well, let me go turn this in real quick, I guess. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing Detective Merchant, though. Where the focus is on Detective and Merchant is just extra value. Because I think that's what we're going to do then. Just go for 225 for now. And then do Merchant Detective later. Because we can start doing it as early as later tomorrow. And then by Friday we could fully commit to it. We do like a whole stream for it. Because we should be back to fully normal schedule by Friday. Hopefully it's also gotten a bit warmer by then. This weather right now just wants me to go like under the bed and just get warm. So badly. I could technically stream from that layout. I would have to move like everything though. It would be too much effort to bother doing at the moment. I technically can make a streaming setup that works with me just laying in bed though. It would take like half an hour of moving things around though. Yeah, once again, why is everything so bad? I'm just gonna wait. I refuse. I'm just gonna wait it out. Hope nothing gets deleted from that. I got a max clockwork stack. Of course, the second I get a max stack of it, it's like, nope. Never gonna give you a task for it. Same as pizza and curry. The second I never have them, we'll get 1,000 tasks for them. Well, at least we did get one curry here. So at least we got some. Let's see what we get here. I'm just gonna wait it out. Except if it looks like a heavy top left turn in. Ideally we could abandon these two, but I'll keep them for now in case everything's abysmal. Good water break if nothing else. Oh. Oy. It's amazing. This water's been here for a couple hours and it's still cold because of how cold the room is. Normally it'd be warm by now. But it's actually still cold. Just because the temperature in the room is so cold. Ooh, orange is kind of interesting. I can't turn it in, but it is interesting. Just trying to make sure I don't over encumber here. We should be fine. Oddly enough, I can actually buy everything on a run, other than the one curry. I don't think I pick up pocket watch here though, or orange. Because we gotta make sure we don't run out of inventory. I pick up one or the other, but not both. I guess I pick up orange because I'm running lower on orange than I am on pocket. So we want to take the scenic route. We can actually turn in orange, just run as well. Gotta walk a little bit, but it might be worth it. That's one thing I still haven't determined yet with orange. If it's worth actually walking all the way from orange by to turn in, if you're running other items with it. It's definitely not worth it if you're only running the one item. If you're at least running some other things nearby, it's kind of okay. Oh, whoops. I forgot. None of that goes to you. I hate when I do that. I do that so often. Because you almost always need to do something with them when you go from top to middle. But not always, always. Are we about to run all the way from here just to turn in one orange? Because I believe the answer is yes. This actually wouldn't be that bad of a run to go for clockwork here. If we went south from there and then bought clockwork and then went over there, that actually wouldn't be awful. I believe we already just got some, so I don't need any at the moment. That's what ended up deleting some of the pocket watch. I think I still have like 12 on the ground. Hey, we're up to 5 gold. We need 17 to fully max out the tool. Whatever we don't have by later tomorrow is fine though. Because we can just dump the money we make from detective investigations into the hourglass. Or into the magnifying glass, I mean. Alright, this is an interesting array of items. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do double pocket watch and just that right now. And then teleport back and get a good run. Probably reset my ground too because I have no clue when the ground timer is. Where's the good run? None of this does anything. Like, at all. Alright, what are we doing? Just grabbing pizza? Actually, let me reset the whole ground. I believe in just grabbing pizza, heading top left, turning everything on the middle. I'm running low on wine. Luckily, it's pretty easy to go get at any point, though. What if Detective gave you more detailed stats on monster cards than being able to see the weakness? Like the exact damage percent? I wish I would do more with that with Detect. Detect does currently show the aura of an enemy. So if they have like a certain element, it will actually show their element. I don't think it works on these because they have none. But you can use Detect Aura to see the element of an enemy. Like here we can see they're technically Tempeste. Because originally they had damage types even though they can never hit you. But those are Tempeste chickens. But yeah, it's the only thing it shows right now. It'd be nice if Detect allowed you to see bigger things at higher detective level. Like imagine that 400-something detective if it gave you like a whole wiki page of info. Because that'd be so nice. Because right now at level 46, it doesn't get any upgrades from there. But at level 46, it only shows you what element damage they do. But it'd be nice if at level 400-something detective, that would probably be the way that you fix detective. Is make high-level detective the wiki page for every enemy. Not literally the wiki page, but you know what I mean. Like an in-game version of it. Like every bit of info you could ever need. I think that's like the best way to fix detective for every other chapter. Is make detect useful. But give it upgrades as you get like higher and higher level. Where it gets like the final one at like a low 400 something. Because you can still get the info, you would just have to check the wiki. It's just the amount of in-game info it would get would just keep upgrading. But yeah, I would love that for it. Because the concept of the spell is good, it does almost nothing right now. And that'd be like the easiest way to fix detective for every other chapter. Because we were mentioning that earlier. The 3 spells that have no overlap in any other chapter is Fisherman, Chef, and Detective. Fisherman, Chef's obvious. You just gotta add like some kind of food buff, either hourly or however they end up doing it. But Detective's a little bit more complicated to fix. But one way they can fix it is just make Detect Aura basically to be the wiki page when you use it on an enemy. Because right now it doesn't give like barely any info at all. But it could give it a few upgrades as you get higher Detective that makes it like every bit of info you could ever need. Like the exact stat distribution, the amount of resistance for everything. Its DPS, your DPS to it, like literally everything. Like anything you would ever need info-wise. But that'd be a great way to fix Detective. It's just absurdly buff Detect Aura at a high level range. I do have Candle on the ground. That does change how you can do this run. I think I teleport to middle and just swipe through everything. Heading towards top. Only other thing I need is the clockwork already on this. But it's one of the other reasons why I'm getting detective up as well. Aside from needing it for when we do combat, it's in the category of why would you get cooking and fishing up right now. Because you're banking on the fact that they're going to buff it at some point, because it definitely needs a buff. That's like the whole reason you train detective right now, other than for combat. Is you're banking on them actually buffing it at some point. So once again, I could teleport and just do this in the other way around. That's why I keep taking the scenic route. Oh, I finally get to know which way is quicker. I've been wondering this for a while. Okay, I was going the right way. Because now you can do it with one click with circle. But yeah, I was always going right here instead of left, unless we had a turn in. But yes, that is indeed quicker. Because you weren't able to do that before because of the 2-room limit. I'll say I'm going to turn this in, buy double glasses, and just telly back. This is, oddly enough, a really good turn-in for detective. Whenever you're doing detective runs. Because I feel like you have to come to this top area like every other detective. Probably even like every single one. Like every investigation you ever have goes in this general area. Just because every single direction from here is a turn-in point for detective. Like every single one. There's at least like 8 of them just in this area. Because you have this room, you have that 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 room, that room, that room, and that room. There's almost like a double-digit number of turn-ins in that one single area. Because last time when we were doing the mix of them, we didn't have access to a lot of those high up areas. Like we didn't have these glasses, we didn't have bath salt, stuff like that up there. But now we do. Do I have any dust on the ground? No, it despawned ages ago. Wonderful. Now, what even is this run right now? Is this just a middle sweep? Sure looks like it. Middle sweep, and I could technically buy more of the other thing, but I don't really need more. Our ground already has too many. But yeah, I feel like I actually will like doing Detective Merchant more than just doing Merchant alone. I don't like doing Merchant Leatherworker. Or Leatherworker Merchant, however you want to look at it. But I think I would like Detective Merchant. That way at a level range where it actually makes sense to do. Because at low level range doesn't make sense to do it that way. But the pathing now is actually pretty good. If you just focus on your investigations and just try to throw in free value where you can. Should work out really, really well. You basically get free merchant turned in just while doing detective. If you focus primarily on detective and just get merchant for extra value. As I always mentioned Detective and Merchant as being my favorite skills in the game. And I do feel like I would like that a lot. We'll find out tomorrow. We'll be running it like all day on Friday, but tomorrow we should be able to run it for about an hour or two. Because our whole goal tomorrow is we do not end without 267 Detective. And we'll probably finish whatever we need for 227 Merchant then as well. Since I think I'm just going for 225 for today. And then I'll go back to the AFK Detective so we can actually realistically get 267 really early tomorrow. Because there's a chance I might actually have it before tomorrow's stream even starts. Depends how quickly I get done with all the errands and everything. Ooh, double orange. Please tell me I have that on the ground. Double orange and double clockwork. Literally the two highest value things. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, let's go turn them in. Please tell me I have double orange. No! No! Alright, backup plan, backup plan, backup plan. Alright, we got a problem. That's not good. Alright, anyways, we teleport to top left. Oh, whoops. That's not ideal. I got a plan though, I got a plan though. I'm gonna buy one set of orange, double set of pocket watch, and buy the bath salt. Turn in everything related to bath salt pocket watch. And then we do the orange cloth and whatever else we have next cycle. Because I already have one orange on the ground. Otherwise I don't have enough inventory because we need 30 items. But I could just use one of them that's already on the ground. Oh, so our inventory is probably going to look crazy when we actually do the investigations. Because we're going to need a Fear Potion, a Chronopolis XP Potion, potentially a bigger Chronopolis XP Potion, and then maybe like one other turn-in potion. Like, we might actually legitimately run 4 potions in our inventory. Definitely at least 3. Because you don't need it while you're doing Detective. We do need it for those little merchant turn-ins, but I do 100% need Fear Potion for Detective. This is one of the other reasons why I wanted to do this grind, now that we finally have Fear Pots. It's not a hard requirement, but it is very advised. Because at level like 197 or something, you start getting dangerous investigations. And it stays forever. Yeah, 197, you start getting dangerous ones. You can start getting to areas that have things that can attack you. And sometimes both your options are dangerous. So you can't just, like, take the one that's safe. Watch me get another orange. Because I only have exactly 12 right now. It's going to give me like 2 more oranges on this set. Alright, let's see. What's the damage? Of course. Yeah, I had a feeling. Of course it did. Not sure why I thought it would do anything else. Yeah, let's go run them, I guess. Or at least 2 of the 3. Oh, did I have a candle? I could have done that for free. Whoops. These is bananas not till next run, or even 2 runs from now. kind of weird. All the fruit from his stall sells for so much. This town really loves their fruit. Guess it's hard to get fresh produce around here. Because they pay heavy for it. They're in one of those food deserts. Makes sense, though. They keep getting everything shipped in from like a mile away. Though they do have a local farm, but only one local farm. They can't possibly provide for the whole city. There's too many criminals in jail. Just the criminals in jail is more than food than they could ever provide. Given that their population in their jail must be somewhere in the millions. Yeah, let me go reset the ground to figure out what we're doing. Alright, so first things first, we definitely need a clockwork. And then we cycle up to buy everything we need, like orange, banana. Ideally, we'll get like a pizza or curry here. We might drop burger, but we can get it for free while going there anyways. Rhubarb is actually off route for what we're doing right now. And I believe that is everything then. Looks fine to me. Alright, let's go run it. Anything else that we need weird object-wise? I don't think so. Just double checking. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I gotta take the manual route. Oh, I should have dropped tomato for something else if there was something else. Tomato's actually kind of awkward to turn in here. We're kind of committed to it now, though. But we're gonna have to do like a double circle. We're gonna make like an 8 shape. That'll get to everything we need. Because now we're gonna have to buy, pretty much buy. We're gonna have to do 4 buys in a row. Oh no, actually it's 3 buys in a row because soap gets turned in before we buy tomato. We won't over encumber, that's the main thing that matters here. Also, about 3 more merchant runs, we might just end it there then. But off stream, I'm still working on that detective grind. We're just gonna be AFKing it while staying warm. Gosh, I almost need to go get like a winter coat just to wear inside. Because I don't have any heavy jackets because it never gets cold here. So I don't even own a heavy jacket anymore. I did when I used to live in New Jersey, but I haven't needed it in this area. Actually, I lost one of them once. I was, one day at college, I was going to a local McDonald's that was nearby. And, you know, because I was inside and it was warm and everything, I ended up taking my coat off. But, and I was, like, using it as, like, a warm seat. But I actually forgot that it was there. And I came back, like, half an hour later and it was stolen. And I think it wasn't a cheap one either. I think my dad got it for me at one point. It was a pretty nice name brand one for, like, probably a couple hundred. I normally would never wear something that expensive, but since it was a gift, of course I used it a ton. But, yeah, I actually lost it during college. I actually wore it during when I went to Toronto and everything, too. It was like a really, really heavy-duty warm jacket. What do I need? Not that. Tired of doing merchant? Yeah. I got burned out quick. But hey, we'll see if Detective Merchant works a lot better. Because I don't think I'll burn out on Detective Merchant. As long as we always prioritize Detective over Merchant. And just throw the Merchant as free value. Because then you don't have to worry about like all the item juggling and all the other annoying things. You just focus just purely on Detective. And if you can get free Merchant value, just trickle it in everywhere you can. But the priority will be doing Detective. It's a lot better than doing Merchant, because Merchant's kind of stationary. Like, you only have one path that you could do when you're doing, like, Leatherwork or Merchant. But you have a lot more flexibility, but not, like, an overwhelming amount when you do Detective Merchant. And the best thing that makes it work is Detective requires no inventory space other than potions, which will eventually also be 0 inventory space. But for now, it counts as 6. Which is why I was going to bring, like, a heavy amount of potions. But we'll go to 225. And then we'll finish 227 when we do Detective Merchant tomorrow. Because by the time we start streaming tomorrow, I should hopefully have 267 Detective. No promises, but regardless, we'll get it next stream. We start practicing it. And then on Friday, we start doing like a mega stream for it. Because ideally, I want to do it for like 10 hours straight on Friday. As long as I don't burn out on it. I don't think I would, though. Also, what does this run? Why does this run so bad? Stuff like this when doing Merchant only is just so discouraging. When you see a board that bad and it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to go run Soap Orange? Is that what the game expects of me right now? Because I'm just waiting. I'm not going to run just Soap Orange. Or go turn this in just to go teleport back. Even though that's completely free value that we could easily get done in like 40 seconds. Oh yeah, knowledge from this is really high. It's around 6 per hour if you do it really effectively. AKA not stand here for a minute straight. Is something I actually want to keep track of when we do Detective Merchant. As I think mixing the two, we can get up about 5 knowledge per hour. Definitely at least 4. It's a pretty nice mix. It might even be better than Forager. The only thing it would be worse than is doing Merchant only. But Detective Merchant might actually be the second highest you can get. I think we gotta run. We got a run on our hands. So we haven't gotten pizza in a while. Oh no, never mind. Our pizza stack's been doing okay. What am I even buying here? Oh, I just realized I don't have preemptive clockwork. No. We still do this run, but it's kind of clunky now. Because I don't have any pre-bought clockwork. Because my pathing I was going to do as soon as we had it. Now we can't turn it in. We can still buy it, but we can't turn it in for free. We could only buy it for free. You had Hope Port to 600 total? Nice. Oh yeah, we're still stuck at 399 for Hope Forest. It's been at 399 since we got 200 Gatherer, I think. Or since we did that little bit of wood cutting near the end there. But yeah, it's been stuck there for a while. I think it's been there for almost a week now. Oops, I forgot I don't have Pocket Watch. What am I doing? We were just saying that and I still went there. But yeah, we're starting to hit the point of degraded performance on Merchant. Very noticeably doing worse. I'm not sure what it is. It always happens after like an hour or two. My brain just gives up. We did it for about 2.5 hours. I think 3 hours is like my upper limit. When it comes to doing like consecutive Merchant. The problem is once you go into autopilot for merchant, it actually gets worse, not better. Because when you start autopiloting it, you make so many mistakes. There's just so many different things you have to keep thinking about. There's no, like, one uniform way that you can get it done. As nearly every run is slightly different. I gotta get all those DoorDash orders in on time. Have any of you guys actually DoorDash before? I've never bothered doing that, nor have I ordered, like, DoorDash or anything. I've not used the service, nor have ever tried doing it. Well, it's because I hate driving. I feel like it's not really worth DoorDashing, is it, these days? Like, maybe back in the day. But pay for it seems pretty low these days, from what I've seen. Unless you do it, like, a lot. I just realized I only have one set of these, don't I? No! Is it worth getting a second one just to turn that in? Honestly, I almost feel like the answer is yes. It's actually that good a value. I think there's just an orange burger turn-in, which is so bad. I guess I could pre-buy wine, but we're kind of fine on that already. I feel like if you were to DoorDash in my area, you'd have to do it during the summer. This is too heavy of a tourist area for it to be good year-round. Like, if you tried DoorDashing in my area today, I'm pretty sure you'd make, like, less than $100 today. If you did it literally all day. But if you did during summer, you'd probably make, like, 300. Because the population just doesn't really have much money here. It's a really low-income area. That's also a really tourist-heavy area. So it only really picks up in the summer. Or any holidays. Yeah, what on earth is our run right now? We can reset the ground because I have no clue where our ground is at the moment. I do kind of want to get rid of dust so we don't have to go over there. Still want to try to use up a lot that we have on the ground right now. Given that we're in the final stretch of turn-ins. Oh, there's Mightius. Also, I don't have any pre-bought candles, do I? Oh no, we'll see. I might get a banded candle here, depending on the route. Double dust. Oh, triple clock is kind of huge. Tell me I have one orange on the ground, right? No, that's a problem. I have one clockwork on the ground, but I can't do anything with that. Yeah, I gotta not do banana or not do orange. Oh, let me just tell you over there. Babe, we have to choose one to not do. It's probably banana. Oh wait, I just realized. I can't do either. Wait, what am I saying, banana or orange? The answer is neither. I can't even touch either of them. I forgot. I was saying that as if I had enough room. I just run literally does neither of them. There's just no room in our inventory for them. Now there is, but it's not worth backtracking just for one set. Also, I love that auto snap because you can actually pre-move and it auto snaps you back in time. It's so nice. They actually put it at like the perfect time interval to really min-max it. Either accidentally or deliberately. But you could do a pre-move with off-center and then it automatically recenters you. It's like everything I could have ever wanted from it. I'm not sure if that's deliberate or just coincidental. But they actually made it as perfect as it could possibly be. With the current meta of movement. Alright, what on earth is our path right now? Nope, not what we wanted. Go back, go back. What am I doing? I think this is the top left to... No, I won't have enough inventory. It's a very confusing run. Because whatever it is, I'm about to backtrack like a billion times. Am I really doing this just to turn in glasses? I guess I am. And then teleporting over. Yeah, this will work. It's really clunky, but this will work. Yeah, it barely works. But we turn in this. Then we go over here. Then we go buy everything from top left that we need. Which fills up every last inventory we have. Then we turn in soap to then be able to buy plates. And then we go all the way through middle to bottom once again. So we have to double track bottom. Which is a little clunky, but yeah, we got it in. Probably wasn't worth doing monocle though. There's something I'm still curious to see on Chapter 5. I wonder if we're going to have builder bounties. Because that's the only skill that could get a bounty in next chapter. Because Delver almost guarantee isn't. Combat likely isn't, unless they're adding like Slayer for everything. But, so that's two that aren't. Armor Maker almost guarantee isn't. So the only one that could is Builder. Where you get building contracts. Quite literally. Saving it for later. So we're going to be throwing down detective when we pivot. Because we should only need one more merchant run. Which means time to go finish whatever the ground is. But yeah, one more merchant run and that should get us to 225. I'm probably going to go grab dinner. So a little bit of a shorter stream today. And tomorrow's probably going to be also a little bit shorter. Starting around the same time we did. Our main goal tomorrow being secure 267 detective and start messing with the method of doing detective merchant. And then as long as we enjoy it, well, we're going to have to do detective regardless of how much we enjoy it or not. But if we do enjoy doing detective plus merchant, we're going to be doing that all day on Friday. Tomorrow will just be a taste of how it is. Just to give us an idea of what we're in for. Because regardless, I'm forced to have to do detective from 267 to 287 manually. Or at least the 10 levels. 20 is a bit more optional, but we're probably doing the whole 20. Though 10 of them are required. Just because the XP or raid dens is so bad around that level range. Of course, I have no wine on the ground. Come on, give me something I can actually use my ground items for. At least I have one set of pocket watch. Snow globe, pizza, pumpkin. Alright, we can work with this. We can work with this. Technically, I can't do wine, so I might as well just abandon it right now. Alright, we can work with this. Alright, give me the last set of pizza. Give me one set of snow globe. Alright, this is very workable. It should be the last merchant run we need. We just let everything else on the ground just despawn. Poor ground. It's only like 10 silver at most. It's fine. Maybe 20 silver. Maybe 30 silver. It sounds like a lot, but then you do like one merchant turn in and it's like, oh yeah. It's like one merchant turn in. I just realized I can't do pumpkin this way. Unless I manually go to pumpkin and then teleport to middle. Which honestly wouldn't be that bad. It's something I haven't done in a while. It's something we did do a little bit in the past, but haven't really bothered in the recent. But you can go all the way to the farm and just teleport away. Rather than teleporting to the farm, you can teleport away from the farm. It does require the fortune hold setup, but you need that shortcut for like anything you do there. Because I always try doing it from top left to middle. But you can do it from the middle to top left and just teleport away. Oh, and it works for pumpkin though. You shouldn't do it for the rhubarb. Yeah, I love that auto recenter. That is so nice. They like the most perfect time interval to make it auto recenter after you manual move your camera for the pre-move. It's a really weird movement tech, but the new camera system works perfectly for it. I'm not sure if it's intended then or not. It just sure feels like it with how perfect that works. After the change that they made a little while back. Because it gives you enough time to go and do a manual move, but then it auto recenters. Because one issue with it before is it didn't do the recentering part. But now it does. Because that's the big issue with doing like a manual move like to this teleport or something. Because you got to move quicker, but then your camera was off and you had to go click recenter. But now it does it by the time you actually teleport there. Because you can do the pre-move, where it moves your camera and everything beforehand. And then by the time your character actually gets recentered on camera, it's after you've already done that. So it gets recentered without having to click recenter every time. Oh, I forgot to buy burger. Well, I don't need it. We're abandoning it. We already got 225. Alright, let me go clear my ground. And then I'm going back to grab dinner and then going and getting warm because, gosh, I am not used to this cold. I know some of you guys are like, oh, it's only like, what, like 25 degrees by me? I know that sounds warm to some of you guys, given how cold it probably is by you. But for this area, that is like negative 30. Let's see. I don't need any of these. Let me just sell the ground. Buy ground. I want some of my value back. It's probably not even worth it. Let me go sell our ground. Here you go. Enjoy your random clockwork and everything. Hey, 7 silver back. It's not nothing. We just made like 20 silver back. Obviously, we're still losing money, but hey, that's like 25 silver on the ground. There we go. Alright, well, back to the AFK pit. Anyways, I'm gonna go get some dinner. Tomorrow is also gonna be a really weird schedule, probably starting around the same time we started today. And going for about, not sure how long tomorrow. Well, we'll probably be starting around the same time, around 4 or so, PM Eastern Standard Time. Like 4 hours later than normal. But, game plan for tomorrow, finish 267 Detective, and start running the investigations. We'll have access to challenging investigations, and all the money we get from it will be dumping into our hourglass. Also, really, we're at 5,999. We're basically at 6 right now. Yeah, we need 17 and a half. It's almost like 18 gold. So we gotta try to make 12 gold soon as well. And I will try to doing Merchant Detective initially, which will hopefully get us to our 227 that we need, as well as higher. But, and try doing both of them together, now that we're a high enough detective level that you path through it constantly. But that's the game plan. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Stay warm out there. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow a little bit later, after the dentist appointment and everything, and after a bunch of errands. And then, probably same time as today, around 4 PM Eastern Standard Time. So, like, 4 hours ago if you're watching right now, or like 3.5 hours from now, prior. And then Friday should be back to normal schedule. I plan to do at least like 10 hours on Friday. And we're just going to be doing nothing but investigations. Either investigations plus merchant or just investigations. Depending on how we like the mix or not. But that's the game plan. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching. Oh, yeah, also on the poll, by the way. After 35 votes, after we get a 287 detective, hopefully by the end of this weekend, because that's the goal for this weekend, by the way. I want to get 287 detective done already. We're just going to power grind it. But after we complete out 287 detective, which grind would you rather see first before the combat rework? And at 77%, we have the level 200 all non-combat, which was the original plan. But I also threw in the get 300 smithing and mining for weapons, and that was only at 23%. So yeah, we'll still stick with the 200 all. But the next one after 287 detective definitely being the 200 woodcutting carpenter grind. And then we'll worry about just chapter 1, because then we have everything but chapter 1 left. So we'll finish out chapter 2 and then get to chapter 1. Not sure which one to do first in chapter 1. I'm considering just doing it right to left, where we do forge or fisher cooking. We'll see. But next is definitely woodcutting carpenter after the detective grind, which we should have done by the end of this weekend at the latest. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll find out. Because we should have 267 by tomorrow. Then we power grind it all day Friday. And then whatever we need to do on Saturday, Sunday to clear it up. Because I'm not sure exactly what the XP rate is for that investigation, or the money rate, but we'll find out when we do it. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.